Nick.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, good evening everybody, and there's quite a lot of you. I think there's 25 people already in the stream, so thanks for that, thanks for joining. Tonight is a night that I especially looked out for. I met Ian like a month ago, I think, over Twitter. And we have been messaging up and down and doing cool stuff on CTF, and he sent me like little circuit boards for me to solder. It's green, so
it's green. I'm not seeing
I'm not seeing anything. So I finally have all the stuff here. So like the simple boards are already soldered, but the ESPs just arrived yesterday. So soldering those today. And Ian said to me, well, what we should do is let you connect to my box. Then we have something that really works instead of your crappy CTF.
I didn't exactly.
No. It's just me. We set this up, and I think, well, I'm going to blame Jure on this. We have never done this before, like car hacking. What I did do before is like some CTFing on car hacking on different services. So we'll take you along the ride, us doing things with COM messages. And Ian has set something up at his place. Can you explain, Ian?
I will explain. I can't really show you a picture because I can't move my PC or the other camera because it's a pain in the arse to get in the right position. I have a car in a box which I call PD0. The reason why it's called PD0 is P for Peugeot and D0 because it's a Peugeot 208. In my car in a box I have most of the ECUs that are used in the vehicle. One that I don't have is the airbag ECU, mainly because if I was at a conference and someone decided to set an airbag off, I would have to fill in a form, and I really don't want to fill one of those forms in. But there are pictures on Twitter or on my website, mintinet.com, of my car in a box. It's currently set up in the corner of my flat in the front room, and my missus has left me to it because it's a bit noisy and pain in the arse. But the car in the box thinks it's a working car. I have a simulator simulating the crank and the cam sensor to make the engine think the engine's going round. I've got a simulator simulating the fuel gauge where there's a potentiometer you adjust. I've got a potentiometer for the temperature gauge as well. And the final one, which was an absolute pain in the arse to build, was the simulator for the wheel speed sensor. The way that works, I originally tried to do it electronically by generating a signal that it creates. However, it varies in amplitude and frequency depending on how fast the wheel's going around, which is pretty hard to do with the microcontroller, or the mathematics behind it is a pain in the arse. So I cheated. I basically got a motor
in a Tupperware box, right?
A motor in a Tupperware thing. Yep, thank you. And that is attached to a piece of plastic disc. On the side of that plastic disc is the reluctor wheel, which you would normally have on one of your 4 axles around the car. Positioned around that reluctor wheel in the Tupperware bowl type thing, in the lid is 4 wheel speed sensors. They then are connected to the ABS ECU. The motor is connected to an Arduino with a PWM set up for the motor controller. So you can adjust a potentiometer, make it go faster or slower. I will show you that in a minute once I get the car actually started.
Yeah.
Moment you can see nothing and you can't see any. If you swap over to the other picture.
Yeah, I will. So that's this one.
So at the bottom you have the webcam pointing at my instrument cluster in my front room, and above it there are 3 different putty sessions which are connected to 2 different Raspberry Pis. The one on the left, which is actually showing data at the moment, is the OBD2 port. That's on Pi 3208. The one in the middle is the CAN bus that is connected to the steering wheel switch. That is one we're going to play with a bit later. We're going to play with all three, but that one's probably one of the ones that have the most fun.
Okay.
And the one on the right is the Pi 3207, which is the same CAN bus, the cluster, and the infotainment systems on.
Okay.
Currently, infotainment system isn't actually plugged in because there's no way of me showing you what's going on it. So there's no point in it getting warm and overheating.
Yeah.
So I've unplugged it. But if you keep watching the screen now, I will switch the car actually on by turning on the ignition.
This is so very cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like a static picture, but it is actually a live stream. And you can watch it yourself, like in full screen on Twitch TV /Mintynet.
So if you look now, the rev counter is currently sat at about 2,250 revs.
Yep.
That's because my little RGU stim box that I have is basically generating the right waveform for that speed.
Yeah.
If I twist this little dial, is it going up and down?
Not yet. Yeah. Oh wow. Cool.
Yep. So you can pin it to 7,000 revs.
Yeah.
Which is great fun.
Yeah.
But if you stall it, what happens is it stalls, and the only way to get it back again is actually to crank it, because the power for the thing that simulates the signal is actually from the fuel pump relay. So I have to then crank it again.
Yeah.
So that RGU stim box has a Arduino Nano and the very small PCB that I sent you.
Yeah.
With the 3 little transistors and 3 resistors on.
Yeah.
So currently doing about 2,000 revs.
Yeah.
Let me bring that down. And what I will do is I will now plug in and turn on the ABS simulator.
Okay. Isn't that like very much vibrating, or do you somehow have to use weight to get it stable?
The ABS, it's not that bad. I could let me just move the camera. Can you see in the box?
Yeah, almost. A little bit down. No, we need more light.
I don't think I can do that. Hang on. It doesn't actually vibrate that much because it's actually quite a heavy little box. Let me just try and get that back in position.
I really love the dashboard.
Yeah.
It needs to be a little bit down.
Yeah.
Is that better?
No.
Nope.
Hang on. Let me change it.
We
to
see the
live.
fuel pump now. So how much time did you spend on it? Collecting, researching, building?
I started building it quite a while ago because I bought the head unit first. Yeah. Because I originally found a vulnerability in the head unit.
Yeah.
In that there's telnet available over Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Yeah. That enables you to build it.
That enables you to be able to get the information about your GPS history and your phone book history.
Yeah, with the SQL being open, right?
Pardon?
With the SQLite databases, you'd be standing
Correct.
there. Yeah.
Yep, basically they're free to get access to. So if you look now, the speedo should be currently going about 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So if I turn it up, it's
90.
Should go faster than that, but it's obviously not.
I saw a thing on Twitter where someone created like a man in the middle based on the STM chip for the CAN bus to display the wrong mileage.
Yeah, you can buy them from AliExpress.
To cheat on your next the next person that buys your car. So the actual car will have the correct mileage, but it will show the wrong one on the instrument cluster.
I'm going to switch off this speedo thing.
Yeah.
Because it gets slightly warm, shall we say.
Yeah.
It all came to a very good stop there. But so above the instrument cluster, you should see the 3 different buses.
Yeah.
And if you can see it close enough, there's where it's coloured red is where there's things changing.
Yeah.
So if you look out for the one on the right, when I change the speed of the engine,
Yeah.
which message changes?
Can you put it on your screen in?
That's about
So,
the Minty.
Twitch.tv /Minty. Net. Hold on the right one. So this is the left one.
Wait, which one of the 3 was it? That was changing?
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
look at the instrument cluster. So now
Yeah.
it's the RPMs is changing, and we need to look at the right linings of the left one for to see what is changing. So one of the things that if you do can dump on a device, you will see all the messages that are showing. Because this is not normal behavior, right? This is something that you built in your Arduino sketch.
No, this is just can utils. So this is.
Oh, I thought that it would like. Oh, yeah.
I'm only showing can sniffer,
Yeah.
but it stops. It doesn't show all messages. It only shows the ones that are changing.
Yeah.
If I change it to show all messages.
Yeah, that like flutes you in information. Yeah.
You get a few too many,
Yeah.
and you run out of space on the window.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
Which
really
can-
like your Arduino sketch where with the Arduino.
It shows you what's changing.
Yeah, it only shows a new line for everything that is changing. That makes it really clear.
I've updated that in the last week, so you may want to re-download it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because there was a broken bit of logic where it wasn't 8 bytes long.
Okay.
Because there was stale data in the other bytes not in use.
Yeah.
So it would still say that there was a change, even though there wasn't a change.
Okay.
But I have just recently updated that.
Yeah.
But, so
Yeah.
if which one am I doing? Yeah. So if you look above where it says Pi 3207, watch those messages when I play around with the rev counter.
So we now have 86, E6, 10B, 120, and 236.
It's not 86, it's B6.
Oh, B6. Okay, sorry. And now 49F is showing off.
I think.
Oh no, it was a different one.
I think the one that's changing is 236.
Yeah, and we get a. Yeah. So what we need to do is actually create something that will capture this information, and we'll do like a differential on it. That should be easy.
Yep, you have access to those 2 SSH sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it's just like it's got the COM bus interface already like built in. Like you can just look at COM 0 and that's it, or.
On 208 there is CAN 0 and SL CAN 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
CAN 0 on 208 is the OBD2 port.
Yeah.
You don't not always able to send messages back through an OBD2 port because there's a firewall potentially inside the body control module.
Okay.
But the SL CAN on 208 is the steering wheel switch CAN bus.
Yeah.
And the only other thing that's on that same bus is the body control module and the airbag ECU. But we don't have an airbag ECU, so. But faking the messages from the steering wheel switch can have make funny things happen.
Okay. Cool.
So yes, and the one on 207 is what I call it's basically the cluster CAN bus. So the messages come from the body control module to the instrument cluster.
Yeah.
I can show you some. Where's? Hang on. It's minimize zoom and I can't see you. Oh, there it is. Go back full screen. Everything, well, more or less everything works. I don't have a horn attached, but I do have lights working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the way, fog light, front, rear,
Yeah. Nice.
flash,
Yeah.
indicate left, indicate right.
Yeah.
I have windscreen wipers, but you won't be able to hear them because...
Oh, yeah. You can hear them.
That's the washer bottle.
Oh, okay.
Originally, the washer bottle was going to be attached to a whiskey bottle.
Okay.
And the theory is that if you could get it to throw out whiskey from the washer bottle, either on the front or rear washer jets, you got to drink what came out of it. However, alcohol and cars are sort of frowned upon.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, every time it does about half a litre.
It's
So
an
it gets very
expensive
expensive very quickly.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
There is another thing you probably can't see at the moment. There's a little board on the actual. Let me try and move the camera again. Trying not to break it this time. Can you see the board with the lights on?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
A little bit more down then I guess, but.
See it?
Now we can see like I think that's the wall. Okay. Yeah.
So.
Direction lights.
But I can also do stop lights, reverse lights,
Alarm lights.
side lights.
Oh, okay. So this is like the things that you normally would have on your console.
Yes, or would you normally want to have on the outside of the vehicle?
Not have on the outside of the vehicle.
No, you would have on the outside of the vehicle.
This is like the output.
No, the output I understand, the input I didn't. Yeah, cool.
Let me just try and put that back in the right place.
Yeah, so like for us to start would be like
the right one.
Determine first the what message is responsible for either the speed or the RPM.
I won't spoil your fun, but yeah, go on then.
Sorry?
I won't spoil your fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can already see that there's a few IDs that are constantly changing, even though nothing's going on with the car. So we can already like
exclude those.
Yeah, mentally make a note to exclude those.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you take this one down, and we are still able to see, and we switch to your Windows view. So no, that's not the one. So it's this one. Yeah. So these are the two devices. So if you do an IP space A, then you will be able to see all the
like this.
Yeah. So you see there's a CON 0 on this connected, and if you do the same one on the other one on the left, that should have like a CON 0 and a SL CON.
Yep.
Yeah. So
SL meaning serial line CAN.
Okay.
So it's using a USB adapter. It's basically the ESP32 thing that you're currently building.
Okay, cool. I think I saw B6 for RPM, first 2 bytes.
Try it.
Okay.
See if you can send a message.
Okay.
That can make the rev counter change.
Yeah. This is an.
Do you already have?
Yeah, I suppose so, because he showed the stuff.
So, well, the first thing I would do is say mon.
Can utils or can tap.
Can send.
Yeah. So let me explain one thing that you probably didn't see. I created a thing on the M5 stack where I had a LED strip, and I had it listen to the CAN bus for a specific ID and data to turn a specific light on. So what you see if you look at the data is that there's like a timestamp, there's a specific ID, and there's a set of data that is being sent. So we now know, or we want to try like B6, and we want to send data to that one.
Yeah.
There's examples probably.
Yeah, there will probably be examples.
Yeah.
I was looking at the B6 ID. The B6 ID, and I do see like the second byte of the right of that one is constantly changing. It's counting up, and then eventually it floods over. And I was like looking, maybe it's a really big counter, but it's just that one byte.
Yeah, it might be a CRC or of some kind.
It's not.
I don't think it's a CRC.
Time.
It could just be a timer to say how long the actual dashboard's been on or something.
Okay.
Plus, if we real quick, let's see, I've got the stream open here. If I open that up real quick and we look what a GON data, what is it? A GON data signal looks like.
It can have 0 to 8 bytes, and the ID is a number between 0 and 2047 if you're running 11-bit CAN, which this is, or
so
there's also 29-bit CAN.
Yeah.
This actual diagram here is incorrect.
Oh.
Good story.
No. You can click back on it. I'll explain why.
Yeah.
The CRC field is actually calculated incorrectly.
Okay.
But it's the one that's on Wikipedia, and it's just like everyone sort of goes with it.
Because it's reversed, or?
No, someone I know actually is probably what I would call CAN bus Yoda. Bloke by the name of Ken Tyndall. He is a smart cookie, and he basically has designed a successor to CAN that includes some security functions that stop things like spoofing, etc.
Yeah.
And he told me that, by the way, that's wrong. It's just like, how did you work that out? Because I just worked it out. And he's got some stuff that can actually bit bang CAN and make CAN do very, very stupid things. In that you can have two different ECUs see two different values of data. If you know what you're doing, because the assumption is they're not going to sample the data at exactly the same time. So CAN is quite slow in the scheme of things because it's only 500K. And where you've got this 0000, you could split that in half and make it 01010101.
Yeah.
And one ECU would see 000, the other ECU would see 111, and which one's right?
I've seen those attacks before in ICS environments. Where people look at a specific measure time to see at what interval they are sensing, and put like a high in between the lows. Hi Jan Willem.
Oh, geweldig. Okay.
So do you want to try sending some messages?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or just first things first, just do CAN dump CAN 0 on that box you're currently on. And you will see all the messages whiz past.
CAN dump CAN 0.
Yeah.
So that's everything. If you want to just see the message that is OB6,
you're typing. Excuse me.
Let me type.
Yep.
It's case. So if I use the right key on the keyboard. So let me change the rev counter and see what you see change.
Nothing happens here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I had to get up. I can't reach that far. So you should have seen those numbers changing.
Yeah, it's coming down.
And it should settle down again.
Yeah.
I think whoever mentioned B6 was actually right, because I do see that, like, the counter byte still changing, but I also see the first two bytes indeed changing. So
yep.
Okay.
The first 2 bytes are the rev counter, but can you make the rev counter do something stupid?
Well,
I
we'll
like
see.
it's actually more interesting than that. I will explain in a second, but let's make it do something stupid first. So you can drive and do can send, can 0, and then 0b6 hash or pound, whatever you want to call it, and then put in put whatever you want in the first 2 bytes.
Yeah.
And then put the rest the same as what it already is.
Okay.
Mr. 00 out.
C FFFF 00.
Another.
Oh yeah, another set of zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more 0.
0. A B 7 8.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Now send that.
Okay, and now we.
And nothing happened.
Okay.
Because
Maybe we
if
can
you
have
keep
timing get us off.
try sending it over and over again.
Okay. While through do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're better at Bash than I am. I do Python.
Well.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. What's happening? So let's switch back to the.
It doesn't like FF.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So then we'll change that to.
So change it to slightly smaller than FFFF.
F000.
Well, that's not slightly.
No, it is.
Yes, it's slightly.
Okay, we'll do like 800.
Oh yeah, that's like half of it. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
See what you do now.
Oh.
Yo! Oh! Wow! Yeah.
Now, can you make it show 6,000 revs?
Yeah. Sure.
Can you work out what that is?
Yeah.
Let's see. So 6,000 would.
You can turn this into a Python one-liner. So like the entire thing is.
If you want, you can actually use can gen rather than can send.
That just creates a bunch of fuzzing data, right? Or
no, yes and no. Let me just show you the command.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can gen can 0 minus I is the message ID. So OB6 minus L is the length.
Yeah.
8 minus D is the data. You can make this R for random, I for incrementing, or whatever you want. So I will put it back as 8 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 AB 87 F6 D0.
You've got duplicate A's.
Oh crap! That's fuzzy fingers. That doesn't look long enough. It is, I think. And then you do minus VV, which is verbose.
Yeah, sorry, crazy. Not showing the commands.
And minus G at the end is the time between messages.
Oh, that's a good one.
So rather than doing
wondering.
it really quickly,
yeah.
And you can do minus N 10. So it'll send it 10 times.
Yeah.
See how it just flicked up and
the
rev counter flicked and did nothing?
Yeah.
So it's currently doing 4,000 RPM. And the reason why it's flicking around is because you're fighting the message the car is sending itself.
Yeah. So it's like broadcasting all the messages, and if you have more messages, then
there's no like handshaking system. It's just UDP, and the person who screams the loudest wins.
It's very similar to UDP, but there is what CAN has what they call atomic aggregate atomic aggregate ability, in that every device on that CAN network has to agree it saw it before it says that it's genuinely got there. Otherwise it throws an error, which is why CAN is really good for reliable data.
That's
However, cars are moving towards Ethernet, and Ethernet doesn't have that function, which could be a pain in the arse. But you can change that G down to 0, but it's not advisable because you can overload the little CAN adapter that's on there.
Okay.
But
Someone
So-
in the chat called Jay is saying this is a Ford display. Is that correct?
No, it's a
Peugeot, right?
it's a Peugeot. It's not a Ford. Is the car you're looking at petrol or diesel? And how do you know?
Switch over. Is it petrol or diesel?
Wait, like this one. I mean, there's probably a can command to find out, but
No, not from the can. Just by looking at the instrument cluster.
I don't know anything about cars. So, wait, do you on purpose put your check engine light on, or?
The check engine light is on because there are certain bits missing on the engine. There are the
This is a
variable valve
diesel.
timing solenoids. No, this is petrol.
Oh, okay. Oh, the
It's
other
petrol.
one will have like a tilde on it, like for
No. The reason why you can tell it's petrol is because it revs higher.
Ah,
So the red line on this is about 6,000 and something, whereas a diesel equivalent would be about 5,000 and something.
oh, okay. Well,
So
I
if
did
you're
not
ever
know
looking
that.
at a car and you didn't know whether it was petrol or diesel because it didn't rattle like old tractors used to,
yeah,
just look at the rev counter
yeah.
if it's got one. So can you make the rev counter show 6,000 revs?
Well, I'm curious now.
You can put in R there instead of that data if you want and just see what happens.
An R? As this?
No.
Lowercase r, but you have to get rid of the rest of the data.
Yeah, then it's randomizing. So then it's like pure luck. Well,
Yeah,
No,
but-
we will get the 6,000 eventually.
Try it and see what happens.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's randomizing.
Yeah, we'll see.
And see what dials are changing.
Hey,
So it's
so the speedo is also changing. I was not expecting that.
Correct.
I think that's
So-
all just in this one packet then.
Yes,
So it's
it
like
is.
the next packet, probably.
No, well,
We'll see.
it's up to you to tell
Yeah, I
me.
was about to say, we'll
which-
see.
I don't know how much time you have, Ian.
I'm good for a couple of hours at least.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so the thing is, these 2 bytes were always 0
Yeah.
when we were sending out messages.
Yeah.
These 2 bytes, we've already concluded that those were things. So if I change this to something else, then perhaps the speedometer should go up.
Maybe. Try it.
Not that one.
Remember, you've got a 6-second
yeah.
time lag.
I was about to say, yeah.
Try that again. Yeah.
Yep.
So the first 2 bytes look to be the rev counter.
Yeah.
The second 2 bytes look to be the speedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also
Oh
have
wow.
this like one
This
where
is
counter
so
byte.
cool,
I
Ian.
think that's this one.
I will tell you a little hint. Actually, the first 11 bits are actually the rev counter, not the first 2 bytes.
Yeah, I was already wondering, but that's interesting.
Because 2
yeah.
to the power of 11 is at 8,000. And
So
a petrol
oh.
engine is not really going to rev more than 8,000.
Yeah, so we've got 0B 8000. Wait, so it's 11 bits. Oh, 0B, what I'm saying. So this is what we entered, and let me take a bin of that. So whenever I don't understand something or I'm trying to understand something, I just grab Python. That's like my
Weapon of choice.
yeah.
I
It's
I
lagging.
can't work out Python.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm a bash guy myself. Just like
yeah.
It's wait.
it's stuck.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Happens. Okay, so this is what we have.
Yeah.
So we know we only have 11 bits. So
So
copy selection base. So we can have 11 bits, of which this one is 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So this is the actual number that we're sending to the computer. So let's see what that is. 1024. That's not correct.
no, because it's got three trailing zeros on it, or 5 trailing zeros. Remember I said 11 bits are the first 11 bits
Yeah.
are the rev counter, but
Yeah.
remember you've got 5 trailing zeros after it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we have
It's stored
These are the ones that are actually important, but
Yep.
then we also have these like 5 trailing zeros, 4, 5. So this is
Yes.
the number it's actually sending.
Yes,
Okay. So.
but it interprets that as so while you're in there, change 6000 to binary. Okay, now
and then
add the 5
5 trailing
zeros
zeros.
on the end.
and then turn that back into hexadecimal.
Yep.
Okay. Copy.
So it's not even coded. It's actually sending the 6000 to the device, but like encoded in binary. So it's not like a if you send F8, it will do a 6000.
That's not correct.
Because in
Okay.
this case, like it is 6000.
It won't ever show if you do if you might have one too many bytes.
Yeah.
One too many bits.
But even with one bit less. Alright, let me see. So this is 0B 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 2 0. This is the original value, and then we add 5 of these. But then we get this.
Yep. OX2E.
Yeah, that's not correct, because then you have like 1 byte too much.
Yeah. So
No, that's because you've got a signed binary. Is that because it's signed or not?
I don't think it'll be.
How many zeros do you have? Because it should be 16.
Yeah. So let me actually check that. Len of this whole thing with 1 2 3 4 5 more. That's 18.
Yeah, so you
So there's
need
only
two zeros at the end.
Yeah, but that's confusing because this should be. Wait, so wait, 1 2 3 4 5. But this is the number 6000 is takes in 13 bits then, but there are only 12 bits or 11 bits for the.
Hang on.
So take 11 bits on once. To what number does that resolve?
Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Yeah, so the maximum number we can make with 11 bits is 2040. Yeah, 47.
Hang on. No, let me get this one right. I swear it was 11 bits. 2 to the power of 11 is
2048.
I think it would be 13 bits then, because 13 bits can make
13 bits. Yes, 13, not 11.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ignore me. Bit stupid.
Okay, so then this would be the number.
Yeah,
BB80.
Yeah.
Then we can do this, and then we can say.
Yeah, and then let me switch over to the Twitch view.
So I can take this one to 0 again, so the speedometer doesn't go crazy. We can say BB80.
Yeah.
And this should change it to. Well, yeah, whatever.
It's flicking around because you're fighting the car, but it is actually getting to 6000.
Yeah. But
very cool.
Yeah. But in theory, then, because those last bit, like, what is the rest of those bits then?
Nothing. It's just padding.
For real?
The reason why it does the first 13, not 11 bits, is because some of the functions are big endian, some of the functions are little endian. So
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Red from the left-hand side, not red from the right-hand side.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Bit of a mindfuck.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey Olaf, welcome.
So I'm curious now. If I take the number the binary number 0b 0x bb80, and then take this number, and I copy that, paste that, turn this into hex, and then instead of the last, let's see, so that would be 1 2 3 bytes. I can turn these to ones. Oh yeah, well I could have guessed that. So that yeah, the last 3 bytes.
4, 2, 1 is a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be exactly the same result if I did this rather than just not this.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's see. A little bit of screen delay, and
Yeah.
there it goes.
Yeah.
It's twitching a bit because you're not sending it quite quick enough. If you try and change the -G to 8,
Yeah.
just so it's slightly more often.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
So, can you make the speedo say 100 mile an hour?
We can try.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's just check if it's like in miles per hour. So I'm gonna take these first 4 bytes, or 2 bytes, for nibble,
Yeah.
and change those to zeros again, so you don't mess with that. And let's just change this to 0001. See what happens. And then again, it might be that these are the padding bits. So
I will give you a hint. It's a French car.
French cars use kilometer per
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
So,
Correct.
So we need to
And
convert it.
can values are not always in the number that is in. What there normally is in a can message, it's a value and then a multiplier. So
Okay.
Like
if I remember
yeah.
rightly, the speedo is in 0.1 of a kilometer per hour.
So that will make it 1,000. No, but it's miles per hour. So you first need to like calculate.
Yes.
You look up what it is in kilometer per hour.
Yeah, you can start Google and say
So how many miles per hour do you want again?
100 mile an hour.
100 miles.
100.
100 miles in 2 kilometers.
So the number we want is about
100 miles in kilometers is 160.
Yeah, 160,
61.
161.
Yeah.
So we have it in 100. We have 161 kilometers per hour, but we have that in 100.
1610.
Yeah. So this is the number we want to
Yeah.
send. Then we change that to let's see, the binary to look what that looks like. Okay, cool. And if we change that to hexadecimal, so realistically speaking, you're not going to go any higher than like say
No, like
what is it, 300 miles per hour?
This tops out 158.
yeah.
The unwritten speed limit of the autobahn is 255 kilometers per hour, or 155-ish miles per hour.
Yeah. So that would
Very,
mean
very, very convenient. It's an 8-bit counter.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So the question in the chat: how quickly does it expect to be updated?
If you
Yeah.
do can sniffer on your window that you're currently on, it will tell you how often it is being updated. So let me have a look while
Do you
we're
think?
doing that.
But I think the question is more related, like we are typing something in and we will see it later. It's like delay in the chat.
There's about a 4 second. There's about a 3-4 second delay.
Yeah, it's a Twitch.
The
And
message OB6 is sent from the body control module every 0.2 of a second.
Okay.
So it's sent 5 times a second.
Yeah.
So in theory, you need to be sending it quicker than that. Otherwise, that's why it's fighting you back.
Yeah. So it's like if you're if it's like 5 times a second and you're sending it also 5 times a second, it's like half of the times it's yours and the other half it's the cars. And the more you increase it, like the less the car will be in.
So we were sending it every 10 milliseconds. So in theory, we were sending it 100 times a second. So it should have been a lot more us than them.
Yeah.
Which it sort of was. But see if you can get the speedo to show 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so I converted the 100 miles per hour to kilometer per hour. Then we multiplied it by 10. Then changed that to hexadecimal. So let's see. We first have these 4 and then these 4, and then we change these 4 to. Well, I'm guessing
that's 064A.
Well, let's see. Maybe it's not. We'll see. And
I guess it is.
If this doesn't work, then we can try like little endian, big endian type stuff.
It's currently showing 11 miles per hour.
Okay, so we'll try 0 away here, extra 0 here. See how that does.
That's gone off the end at 158 mile an hour. If you were in a Peugeot 208 doing 158 mile an hour, it probably has shaken itself to bits by now.
Yeah. Okay, so this value gave 158. Now
But we were supposed to do.
exactly 100.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were just 158 miles per hour was indeed a limit that you said, because that's about 255 kilometers per hour.
Yeah. It's
I
like
think in there we also answered the question of Albolo about
what's the
if-
max
if the-
value?
if the max value of the can is also the max value in the bits. Well, we just probably went over that, and it probably limited it to 255, or is that not what happened?
This cluster will limit it to 158 mile an hour,
Yeah.
which
Okay,
is
so
actually slightly more than 255 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
But it's close enough for government work.
Yeah.
254276 according to Google.
Yeah. Approximately 255. But
Yeah.
this one didn't do it. This one was too little.
That was 11 mile an hour.
Yeah. So it's
So-
probably
so-
padded with bits.
No, double it and see what happens.
Double it. Okay.
So double it is something that you would do in Python.
Yeah. I was about to say I could do it in my head, but it would take longer than we would care for. So we could take the hex value of 2 times 0x. We'll be sending 64A. C94. So I can go here and say C94. In before.
And that gives you 22 miles an hour. So times that by 5.
So it's not like quite on a linear scale, or
It should be linear. It should be directly linear because kilometers
if
and
it's
miles
20
are.
now and you do it times
well,
5.
yeah, it's linear, but not in the way of the number is the number we expect. So
Yeah.
it's like offset or multiplier, or we enter the number 100 or 100 miles per hour, which is 158, but it only gave 11. So
No, you entered 100, which showed up as 11.
yeah,
So it's 100 miles an hour, so you need the kilometers.
yeah, well, this isn't an issue with converting to kilometers or miles.
Yeah, it's a French car.
Yeah, but we already did that. That's not the issue. We gave it the command for 100 miles per hour, and it only
And it came
said
out as
11
11.
miles per hour.
Okay.
So it's either like scaled down, like multiplied by some constant, because it's still linear. It's just linear, not with the number that we input. So it's probably like either scaled by a number by a multiplier.
Yeah.
But
If we do it times 5
yeah, if
now,
we know one value corresponds to that other value. If we
Yeah.
raise them both by 5 and they go up equally, well, that's what we need. So this should give a no, that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
3 EE4.
That should give you 102.
So what's 3EE4?
Okay, and now I'm curious. So if we take 0x3 EE4,
Yeah.
so that is
161, and if you
Wait, so that's
convert this to miles,
that's just with two zeros padded. So instead of so it's taking it in instead of 0.1 kilometers per hour, it's 0.01 kilometers per hour.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the case. So this is
It's 160, not 116. You got 161, not 160.
but that
Yeah.
was because we entered in 161 because
Yeah.
rounding. But
Yeah.
that would mean like okay. Let me try this.
100.041 kilometers per hour.
Okay, let me try this. So if we've got, if I want to show the very funny number on the screen, and I have 111 kilometers per hour, then in here I would be able to say the hexadecimal number of 0x.
No.
Not 0x. So that would be first off the hexadecimal number of this.
Yeah.
Then we add 2 zeros behind that. No, that's not true. We have to this.
No,
number.
you can already add the
Yeah, I was about
zeros
to
in the
say
hex.
you can already add zeros there.
Yeah.
You said no, so I was a bit confused, but no.
No, sorry.
So
Yeah.
it would be like this.
Yeah.
And if I go here, and I go in here, and I change these 4 values to
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, to B5C,
Yeah.
enter, And then I open the window
You're
again.
currently showing 71.
Oh yeah, but that's probably a little bit of just a rounding error then.
Yeah.
But at least we're close.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I
I thought it was a Python.
you exit. Let me just reconnect you, and I will message you
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah, so for the people at home, we've got a session that only works once, and if I quit, then he has to send us a new session.
Because security. So
Yeah.
that's very good.
It's really secure, but I'm just very dumb, so...
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Thank you.
And one thing we can do in a minute is see whether you can work out what the VIN number of the vehicle is
Yeah, sure.
by just using some of the CAN utilities.
Okay, so VI. This. Okay. So that's the new one. Face clipboard. Did I not copy the right one?
I've got the rev counters showing about 1,000 RPM. If I don't have the engine going, it goes into economy mode and turns the cluster off after about 10 minutes. So you have to have the engine running all the time.
Yeah.
If I use the new link you sent me, it says the session was closed 1 minute ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, take your time.
What did it start with? First 3 characters.
Capital D, lowercase u, capital S.
Yeah, should be fine.
Let me try again then. No, that's the one I'm SSHing to and it doesn't work.
Can you go to the back?
So this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same one you sent me last like 2 minutes ago. So should be working.
Let me stop that and start it again.
Yeah, sure. By all means, go ahead.
SSH session. Let me resend.
All right.
Try that one.
All right. Well. Hope my background is not too boring for you guys on the stream.
Your background, your work or something?
Hmm?
Oh, someone's scrolling through a document.
Oh, okay. Huh?
That's
Oh! Sorry. Nice. I was using like a different window where we are also showing the Twitch stream. I thought, why is there a Twitch stream open? But I was like searching for information on Vin.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm using that one now, and it still says session closed a few minutes ago. Like.
Oh, crap.
One start with a capital E. Yeah. That's what I copied.
What kind of car are you playing with? This is a Peugeot 208 in a box, as a matter of fact. And
It worked for me. I just connected to the same session and it worked fine.
Okay. Maybe that's because I'm connecting from an IP where it's already been disconnected.
Shouldn't matter.
Yeah, I'm typing a command starting with the capital E, and it says it's from like 4 minutes ago.
Have you got any trailing spaces or anything?
No, not really.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Are you typing it over or just copying it?
Copying it.
Okay.
I'm still connected to the 208. We can continue on there, but
You can't get to the rev counter and the speedo on that one,
yeah, I think it doesn't.
which is a bit of a pain in the arse. I don't know why that's not working. Can you
Okay.
can you check your firewall? Have you got a firewall at your end? You can check to see whether there's any stale sessions open.
Well, I've got one session open to the 208 on the other one, but
You could close the entire session and start over.
close this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope, still session closed 5 minutes ago. That's weird.
Can you get onto your? Have you got your sessions available?
I am.
Yes.
You mean? Let me see. But I'm not able to share them on the screen as I'm on a different machine. So I have 207 open.
No. Can you on that session give your son the if you do teammate space show messages? Not on that one, on the other one, on 207.
Oh,
not 208.
207, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
And give him the SSH blah 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 bit
full
where
one?
it says yes.
Okay.
Be very careful you don't show that on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter because I can just exit out of the bloody thing if someone starts doing something stupid.
Yeah, that's fair. Plus, you can literally see what he's typing. So.
Correct.
No, you cannot.
No, I think like
I can.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
like,
great. Yeah.
Ian can see what people would
Yeah.
what people would be typing.
Yeah.
When I had it set up for DEF CON,
Yeah.
every time anyone ever comes onto my car in a box, they try and do UDS discovery, which is Unified Diagnostic Services.
Yep.
Problem is, being a French car that isn't sold into the American market, doesn't have to do UDS. So they're sending all the messages, and I tried stopping someone sending the messages, and I got told by someone on the thing to F off. To which I politely typed very quickly and said, by the way, this is my hardware,
Yeah.
you F off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah.
There's no point in sending those messages because it don't bloody work. He was quite apologetic, but if he'd have said it again, it'd have been kicked off and
Yeah.
not allowed back on. It's just like
Valid.
You're not able to use my.
Yeah, even his key doesn't work for me. That's weird.
Do I need to
wait.
cancel mine or?
Let me try
no,
something.
you shouldn't need to cancel yours.
If I do it in another like.
Can you start another
Okay, cool.
SSH?
Can you move this? Okay.
So,
Oh, clear the screen, by the way.
I was about to say. So, do we need to start another session now? Or?
No,
No, that's fine.
you won't be
Okay.
able to read it.
No one
so
will be quick
I'm no
enough to-
longer in my my virtual box. So this is just like a Windows Subsystem Linux thing, but it's a shell, and that's all we need. So.
Yeah.
So, can you remember what you were typing before? Would you like me to copy it across?
I can probably remember it. So, I was trying to do the number 11100. Take that number. Wow, thank you, Python. Take that number, turn it into hexadecimal.
OB, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I quit once.
Let's
Then
Don't
I-
quit twice.
switch to the other one.
Okay, so then I can do can dump. What's going on? Like just like this, and then minus T0, right?
Can send.
No, like can dump to see what the message was that I was trying to send.
You're trying to send OB6, so can dump, can 0, pipe grep, and then 0B6
pipe
with capital.
OB6. Yeah, sick. That's exactly what I needed. So now
So
I can do.
now you can do can gen, not
yeah.
can send, because can send is a pain in
Yeah,
the arse
it
and
just only
sends
sends
one
it once.
message.
Exactly.
Would you like me to type it all for you?
Let me try. So
Okay,
we've
go on then.
got the ID that is
Yep.
OB6, we got the message length, that is 8, and we got the message data, and that is, in this case, 0000. What was the number again? 2C26 or something like that.
Correct.
26, and then just AB.
87F0D0.
Okay.
Minus double V,
Yeah, for
which shows you what you're sending, and then you've got minus G, which is the interval,
yep.
and then minus N is the number of times.
What's
If you
the-
don't put minus N on the end, it just keeps going until it runs out of space, or just keeps going until.
And what's the dash? Oh, there's the length.
Yeah.
Dash
So we have the ID, the length, the data, the please do it for both. We've got the interval and the amount of time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
If you don't do the minus VV, it doesn't show you what it's sending.
Yeah. So it would work. It would just not send like show it, which.
Yeah, it wouldn't put it to the screen.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. I made a mistake somewhere.
You missed out the bus.
Oh.
So before I can 0.
Oh. Before I.
No.
Can 0. Just can 0.
I know, but like. My cursor is in a different place than where accessed is.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
I.
Do you want?
My
It
cursor.
does this a couple of times.
Give me a
Oh, every now
sec.
and
So okay, now the cursor is back in the right place. And now it's not. Okay, wait.
Reset.
Is that a command?
Yeah.
Reset.
Okay.
So now if I type something, it's at. If I type something, it should be at the right place. Can. Guide?
If you do space up and go to the beginning,
Control A goes to the beginning.
Yeah.
echo, space, shift uppercase G.
Shit, is that uppercase G?
Oh, no. Okay. Backspace, enter. Arrow up. Greater than file name, and then you can just alter the file name. Yeah.
Okay, so if I say via my file, then I can change this, and VI is a little bit more thorough. So this is a capital.
No, there
Oh,
should be can 0 in front
Yeah,
of
but
it.
the capital I, because now it's the capital C,
Yeah,
now we say can 0,
Yeah.
like that. And now I can just.
You have to make it executable.
Yeah. Let's say mod plus x my file.
Yep.
Slash my file.
Yep.
Okay.
But this is
Yeah.
only 10
Yeah.
times.
So we should make it a little bit more than 10 then.
Yeah.
It's having a bit of a delay again.
Try hit and return a couple of times.
There we go. It just like sometimes it hangs a bit and then I have to wait a bit and then it keeps on
Yeah.
going. So if I VI my file and then I here would say instead of 10 times say 20 or 30.
No, do 1,000.
Oh, okay, valid. Oh, set no CP.
Arrows don't work correctly on a
Yeah.
Raspberry Pi. 'Cause-
I know, but if you do colon set no CP, then they do.
okay.
Except for that, like deleting doesn't work, but then I just use X. So
Control H.
Control H.
Yeah,
Ship.
backspace.
Okay. we know the intricacies so well of that stupid thing. Okay. So this should be a /my file. Wait, I'll just type it /my file.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And
Look at the
You're
instrument
currently
list.
doing 72 mile an hour.
yeah. So we're off by a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think that what might be happening is that it's like not doing quite as precise of a conversion between miles per hour and kilometers per hour.
Yes,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's cool.
Cool. But you asked us to find the serial number of the car, right?
No, the VIN number, yes.
VIN number.
The VIN number is on more than one bus, but I won't tell you how to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Open.
The only tip I will give you is the VIN number is a 17 character bit of data.
Oh, that's easy. And
However,
will it show it?
Remember, you can only send 8 bytes at once.
You can only send. No.
Can only do 8 bytes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
probably
there
send
may
it
be
like 3
one
packages.
message. There may be one message that sends 3 different values, or there
Yeah,
may be 3
with-
different messages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Many vendors broadcast the VIN every second or so.
Okay.
Many times from a BCM body control module, but it varies from vendor to vendor. Ooh, wait. So
We need the middle one.
I saw there's this one value on the left there that's like changing, or there could be other values too. Let me.
The VIN number does not change.
Yeah, but if it was like sending like the same like data ID, but then just different values all the time. But we'll see.
You
And
won't see it on there because it doesn't show anything that's static.
Yeah.
So you need to run the same command again from your own window.
Yeah, so we had can dump, what was it? Does it have like a modifier or just can zero?
Can 0.
And then
Enter.
minus T0 or?
No, just
Right.
enter.
No, but the one that is actually on the other screen is can sniffer, not can dump.
Yeah. So this
So
will
if you
just
do-
dump all of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we can do this into a output docan.
You can, but I will.
Okay.
You can do minus I think it is, to log it to a file.
And does it then like have a different format or something?
No, it's the same one.
We'll see.
It will have a timestamp on it, but
Can dump can 0 minus I output docan.
no, you don't need to.
What?
Let me just try something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Not I, L.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Minus L.
Ignore the bit at the end. Remove the bit where it says output.can, and it will create a can dump something.
Okay.
Okay.
So now should be enough.
Yeah.
So now if we do vi can dump.
Then we have information. And
So the first bit's a timestamp
yeah.
in epoch time,
Yeah.
but you're not seeing the data in ASCII. You're only seeing the data in.
Is it in ASCII?
No, that data there is in hex.
Yeah, but like
I
the-
know, but is it
the color
described in ASCII?
Might be.
Okay, let us figure this out then.
Yeah. We'll
Okay,
think.
so what you need to do is like split it on. Okay, if you quit this.
Wait, give me a sec. It's hanging again, so I
Yeah.
need to wait for a bit. But
No,
we can-
this is easy. This is
Yeah.
really easy.
So also something.
I will give you a little hint. Can sniffer makes it easier for this challenge.
We'll figure it out with this. We'll begin. Okay, so
If you quit this and if you do a piping,
yeah,
so
got can dump piping.
piping cut.
Cut min delimiter space.
And the delimiter is a could be.
Space, and then field -1, is that the thing?
No, it's like a field 1, field 2, field 3. So, and if you want like field 2 and the rest like 2 dash.
I see, but I want a last field, so now I have to have a look at it again.
Okay.
So that is 0, 1, 2. Is it 0
Yeah.
indexed?
No, it's 1, 2. So this is 3.
Okay, so we do this piping cut min delimiter space min
Dash F 3.
yeah F3
Yeah.
and that should only give
Yeah.
us this.
Okay.
And then piping into out.txt or con. Okay, so now we go on out.com with
Yeah.
only this.
And what you need to do is take the.
Well, we only need the unique one from this, right? Because if it's being repeated, then we don't need it more than once in a file.
So what you could do is like cut this one. So if you do a dash cut on the hash or the pound sign,
Yeah.
can you do that?
So just like the first one or the second one? Which one? do you
I want the first one.
Okay, with the limiter hash.
Yeah,
field one.
I think you need to
And,
escape it.
okay.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. get out.can piping cut minus delimiter hashtag minus field 1.
Yeah. Okay, and you need to sort this.
Piping sort minus u.
No, not minus u. Okay, enter. And now you need to do a unique uniq
Yep.
dash c. And now you need to sort it on numerical values. Sort dash n.
Sort dash n.
So now you will have all the can messages based on how much they will occur and what the exact message is.
Yeah.
So OB6 is
but that was the one that we were already editing. So
Yeah.
that's not the one we need.
no.
Now we at least have some of the things we could try.
Scroll up. It might be one of the messages off the top.
Mhm.
Scroll up because your lowest number of message.
Oh, yeah, it could
So,
be
so
that
if you do an NR at the end,
like this.
no, instead of NR, yeah, then you will have like the lowest
Okay.
amount of messages.
Wait, I want to try something.
Go on.
Yeah.
Try whatever you're trying,
Okay.
but
Okay.
the VIN number is not always on every bus.
Okay.
Well, in the so in our handy little friend here said it would be shared on the OBD2 mode. I'm not sure if OBD2 mode whatever means that it's on OBD2 mod like CAN module.
No, what they're talking
Okay.
about is the UDS protocol stuff.
Oh yeah, so this
doesn't
apply to it.
support UDS, and you're on the wrong port to actually try and support UDS.
Yeah, that would be on the other.
That would be on the other one of the pies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Before we are wasting our time, do you think it is actually in here?
It's not on that bus
No.
Okay.
because you've got the minimum number of messages that are unique is 4. If it's the same message over and over again, that number should be 1. So run the same command that you ran on that, but on the other box, on the other buses.
Okay, so
That
we
makes
have
sense.
this one. So that we just minus L.
No, the last command that you.
No, this one. This one dumps it to a file, and then after that we
Yeah.
started
Okay.
cutting
Okay.
it up.
Okay. But then you need to like switch screen so people will be able to see what you type.
Yeah. So let me close this screen then. So this is my only screen that is currently on the other bus. So
Yep.
let me make it bigger. So then we can do can dump. So this one had can 0 and SL can 0, right?
IP space A.
Yeah,
will,
true.
will make you
Well,
see that.
we've already got it.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's can 0 and SL can 0.
Yeah.
So we can do a can dump can 0 minus L.
Okay, can you enlarge it, please?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
So he said Control plus.
Yeah.
That puts an equal sign.
Yeah, I think you need to use the
File preferences
preferences. Yeah.
change. So we're gonna make this like
Yeah, 18.
18. Okay. Okay. Apply.
Okay.
Okay, and it should.
Good story.
No?
There's 2 different things. One for the current one, and now it's still
Yeah,
10.
it's back to 10. So
Okay.
that's
Change.
weird. So if I change, maybe it's because this font doesn't support.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, hack because we're hacking. 18. It doesn't change. Well, that's weird. It should just. If I put a bigger number in here.
No, this is an issue in this version of Kali. I run into this as well. So what you need to do is take another terminal screen.
I can't go out of the session because then I have to-
No. Yeah. So yeah. I'll think we have to do like this. I will explain what's on the screen.
Okay, so let's see. We've already made a can dump.
You're on
of
the
this
you're on
one.
the wrong window.
Hmm?
You're on the wrong window.
208.
This is 208.
Oh, okay. Yep, you're on the right window. Ignore
Okay,
it.
cool.
Okay.
So can 2 SL can 2. So we'll take a dump of that one as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sorry, Crazy. Yeah, that's Kali.
Yeah. Okay.
So the way to actually fix this is use another terminal.
Yeah, but we
the
can't.
default one.
Yeah, but we can't do that right now because if we log out of this session, we're
Yeah. So let's
just keep it like this.
Okay. If you take your other screen to the bottom, then you will be able to.
So that's this one.
Yeah.
I'll be able to at least look at the commands so that I know what I'm
do
doing.
it by hand, probably.
Yeah, but ICDA. So it is in a thing. So this one. So we have got. Let's take this one first. So this.
So what we're now doing for the people in the stream that are not able to read this is we put like a dump of the CAN bus into a file, and currently we're using the Linux commands to do like Excel and Microsoft Excel split ups. So we're first the CAN message itself is set up by using a time, an ID and data field, and we're cutting it up in parts. So first we're taking only the ID and the data, and then we're splitting it up, seeing only the ID field, and by sorting this and using the Linux command unique -t, we will be able to calculate how many of those messages will come around on the bus, indicating this is something that happens a lot, like there's an increase in speed, or some throttle is being pulled in, or this is happening only once, like someone is opening a door or someone is doing something else.
Okay, so here we've got some things that are sent
Yeah.
2 times, but this is about can.txt.
Yeah.
As we mentioned before, we have 2 buses.
Yeah. Okay. Take the other one.
Yep. So that'll be SL can.txt.
Yeah. And the cool thing is that you could also do a combination of both. So if you take a can and do the can and the SL can together, you will see which ones are.
Well, the issue is on neither of them is. So the message, we probably haven't just looked for long enough, because there's.
Sorry.
Try can sniffer.
Okay.
And then do can sniffer can 0 minus C will change the color, and then minus T0.
Endlessly looping. Yeah. So this should be a message that has the same ID in front of it and has multiple messages. So I see 608, but it might be...
Cancel it and start it again, because sometimes it loses the plot.
I think this looks like something at least.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool.
So, what's the VIN number?
I don't know. How does it... What is the format of a VIN number?
Yeah.
17 characters.
Okay, so that looks like 70 characters. So can you add those up?
Yeah, sure. If I break this,
Ctrl C.
It's not letting me. It's not letting me Ctrl C, but that's probably just again like a little bit of delay going on. I think that's either my laptop being inconsistent with Wi-Fi or something else. But
so if you do echo -n.
-n like this, or like this.
-n space, and then copy and paste the
So we've got this part.
Yeah.
And
the other one.
Like space in between, or just in one go?
One go.
ET033688. And then we also have
VF3.
VF3.
Piping. No, not the space in between. Piping. Word count -C space -C for a number of characters. Yeah. So this is exactly 70 characters. So this is the VIN number.
Well. These are the
characters of the VIN number.
Oh, okay.
They may not be in the right order.
Okay.
If you go online, you can. There is actually a thing that does VIN number checking.
Okay.
So try and paste that in and see what happens.
Yeah.
First, let me see like examples of VIN numbers.
So example.
What is the vehicle identification number?
VY. Ah, okay, yeah.
The first character is the country code.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is like, let's see. Does the serial number of the vehicle always has to be numbers?
Not always.
Ah, okay, because I was about to say, because if that's the case, then, we should be golden, but no.
Okay, let's look at it.
Okay, so let's have a, first have a check.
Yeah, this is not going to add up.
Enter the VIN. So, we know that probably if we take the output of the, let's see, which one was it?
Yeah, this one.
This one. And I take
So
this.
it starts with a 3. What's country code for 3?
Well, we'll see, because if I just put this in here.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is one of the 6 options.
Yeah.
6. You got three values that could be in any order.
Yeah, so that's like, for the first value you have 3 options, for the second value you have 2 options left, and then for the last one you only have 1 left. So 3 times 2 times 4.
Can you do a ref? Typing a ref? Okay.
No, you don't want it backwards.
Yeah. It starts with a 3 now.
Okay, so,
I expect VF near the start for Peugeot.
so then we have V.
Oh, okay.
Is someone reading the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can say, so that's VF3, and then either ET033688,
near the start.
and then GAS0. Yeah, if not, I'll make a Python script, I'll check all of them, but
No.
copy selection. For like 6 values, I don't think that's worth.
Let me use my extreme Google skills.
Nope, wrong one. That should be this one. So let me check VF3 and the first one, and then we can try the other 2 options. So this was. Oh wait, let me check real quick. So this was.
There's actually software for it.
Yeah, obviously.
Carloop.io.
So this one started with the ET one, so let's check the other one. So that's GAS0, ET033688.
Cyberchef.io. The answer is 42.
The answer is always 42.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks a lot better already.
So your question about is the serial number nearly always a number, that's sort of proved it is for a Peugeot.
Yeah.
Not all vehicles are the same though.
Yeah.
On certain vehicles, the last sort of 8 characters can also be the engine number as well.
Yeah.
So VF3 basically means, I think V is built in France.
Oh yeah.
You probably have to pay for that information.
Yeah.
There will be other websites that will do the same thing.
Yeah.
However,
VF is France is what Albaro is saying in the chat.
I think the number is a specific factory of
where they produce it.
Yes. But yeah, you can tell quite a lot from the thing. If you try doing the same thing on SL CAN 0, make a note of what message IDs are in use on CAN 0.
Yeah. So that
and
is.
What order they're in.
Yeah.
So that is in the order 42. 42. And then the 492 and then 495. So this was
No,
the
it's
order?
not 495. It's 4B2.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, no, that doesn't look right.
And if you look at it, it goes smallest message to largest message.
Yeah.
So 3 bytes, 5 bytes, 8 bytes.
Yeah.
So now do the CAN sniffer SL CAN 0 minus C minus T0.
Okay. So we have can sniff minus
No, SL
can 0 minus T0 and minus C, was it?
No,
Yep.
no. Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter
coloring.
which way around. C shows you colours, everything's
Yeah.
changing. You can normally see the VIN number in there as well. Let me turn the stereo on. 'Cause the stereo does actually send out the VIN. It may be back on the other. It might be back on the other machine.
Okay. Can you stop it here and start again?
I mean,
No, try it on the 207 box.
Okay, the other one.
okay, so that's this one. So I have to drag this one over here, and then we can. Oh wait, we didn't do that command. So I've got to actually type it myself. Huh.
Oh no.
Scan sniffer, scan 0, -C, -D0.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there
if
it
you
is.
look closely,
Yeah.
You've got this one, and another one.
make your screen slightly longer, and then stop it and restart it.
I don't think we can. This is like as big as it gets. Maybe if I put like the.
Don't change the size because no one will be able to see it. Hang on.
Oh,
Try stopping it and starting it.
I think there's an easier way to find this.
What then?
Like if you look at the messages of the previous one,
Yeah.
they are all ending with zeros, right?
Hmm.
Can you show the other screen? So these are.
These are the ones from the.
So if you quit this and you show the other one.
So that is for the scan 0. Yeah. These.
Yeah.
Well, they're not all. End
I
with
actually
0.
want to see the dump of these.
Well, they're not actually all end with 0 because this one is 8, the full 8 characters, and
Yeah, that's right.
yeah. Okay.
But the first byte of each of these things are in the ASCII range.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. That's true. So theoretically, we could indeed just filter by the first byte in this, and then grab, then like see if it's
Yeah.
between in the range.
Then
of
you
ASCII.
already rule out half of the messages, or even more.
Yeah, that's true. But let's see if I close this. I restart it because I did see it.
Yeah.
So now we
That it's there.
yeah. So we have the cam 0 thing. That's on 3v6. The 3vf thing. Oh, it's just I didn't stop it on the right moment for the other one to be there.
Yeah.
But at least we have 2 of the 3 now. So we know that's on 3v6, 336, and let's see where the other one is. And 2v6. Yeah, it's already past screen now, but let me see if I can get it on the right moment.
Can you do a? So what's the hex value of an uppercase Z?
The hex value of an uppercase A plus 27? 26? Well,
5A.
25 technically.
Sorry.
5A.
Yeah.
5A. So if you search for anything that starts with a 2 to a 5, then you will have all the readable characters.
Yeah.
Can we try it?
We can also just look at the dump.
Yeah.
Because. Okay.
If you have to dump, do you have to dump in the file?
Okay, so we have one of them here, we
Yeah.
have one of them here.
Yeah.
So let's see, we have 2b6, 3b6, and 336.
Okay.
2b6. 2b6. So I'm not seeing 336.
Yeah, that was on the previous dump, but I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got 336.
Yeah, 336 is like the 3 character one. That's like the VFM or something.
VF7.
So Joseph is actually asking a question. There's multiple things that can send a VIN over CAN bus. Can there be multiple VINs if you swap hardware?
If you tried to use a head unit from the wrong vehicle in another vehicle, if the VIN number does not match up, it may not work, or it may work and just beep at you.
Okay.
I know this happens because my one that wasn't previously coded to the same car, and when you plug the speaker in, it just ended up going beep, 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 beep.
Nice.
I did change the VIN number, but there's a hash of the VIN number you also have to change in the head unit.
Yeah.
I've subsequently fixed that, so I can now actually listen to music on this bloody head unit, and it does actually work.
That's one way to find out where
previously, it just sat there going beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep.
Yeah.
Even if you turned it off,
Yeah.
it would beep, because nothing's ever turned off when it's on CAN,
No.
which is a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, absolutely. We're in for fun.
Okay, so if you change back to the other
Yeah.
machine, 208,
This one,
Yeah.
and stop that from doing what it's doing, and now do CAN sniffer, SL CAN 0.
Wait, give me a sec. I just put something on my. CAN sniffer, SL CAN 0.
minus C.
Coloring.
Like this.
Don't worry about the minus T0 because we don't want it to store everything.
Okay, so like this.
Okay, hit enter. Yep. I'm going to disconnect the head unit because it's actually making lots of noise. Well, not noise, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you should have some messages on the screen. And what I will do is I will change something, and an extra message should pop up. Did you see an extra message pop up? It's just disappeared. What number message was it?
94B6 E6 10B 2467.
Okay.
It should be the one at the top of the list.
Yeah, so it's 94.
So,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
I remember that one.
94. So we're going to have a bit of fun with 94. So if you click cancel.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to have a competition between the two of you to see who could make it go into disco mode first. But I will spare you from the embarrassment because I actually tipped him a wink first. So if you now use CanGen, hang on, before you do that, just do can dump SL CAN 0 pipe grep 094. So it's 8 bytes long.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. So cancel that. Now do CanGen, if you can find a CanGen. SL CAN 0. And then, can you remember the syntax?
So it was, we had an ID of 094, we had a length of 8, we had a data of random.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we had a, oh, it's lagging a bit, give me a sec.
It's having a bit of a thick one.
Yeah, it happens. Want to start flashing again? I know the rest of the syntax is minus G delay minus end count, but I can't type it. There we go. Minus G delay minus end count. 1000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
Yep.
Now you may want to put the other thing up on screen.
Yeah, this one.
So that everyone in the audience can see what's going on.
Yeah. So do you want to first put it point it to? Oh wait, no, it's already there. Yeah. Okay, so then I need to go to this window, and 3, 2, 1.
I can switch it here to the.
How many times did you send it?
1000.
So I see the direction. I see the fuel.
Well, I think it's already over because that 1000 will be a bit too little when it's 8 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Take the minus n off the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we see?
Is it working or not?
Not yet.
Should
I
be.
see some lights going on, like the dashboard lights.
Yeah, it's not actually doing anything. Let me... Hang on. No. Oh, cool. I've got to do something.
IP up and down the canvas.
Yeah, if I can remember the password to log into the thing.
So the other buses are 500 kilobit and this one is 125?
No, the only one that's 500 is the OBD2 port.
Okay.
All the others are 125.
Okay.
So can dump. Why is that not working?
It's down.
Yeah.
No, can 0's down.
Oh, can 0, sorry, yeah. The other one is unknown.
That's interesting. Try again.
As okay, yeah.
No, it's gonna be having one of those moments. It may need a reboot.
I'm gonna do the toilet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm really enjoying this, Ian. Thank you so much for this epic night.
I'm gonna have to reboot this one
Yeah.
because it looks like it's lost the plot. It does that every now and then.
Yeah.
If you're really fuzzing the canvas, it just forgets what it's doing, basically.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the arse. But... Oh, something's just come up. The lights have just turned on because it's actually realised what was in the can.
Oh.
Hang on. It's gone. Try again.
Session was closed here, but that's probably the same thing.
That's because I just rebooted
Oh,
it.
okay.
Let me just restart these. There's still stuff stuck in the CAN transceiver because it's just started flashing the lights again. Bloody thing. This is why you don't do it to your own car.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea. You will break something.
And even reading is a thing, right? Because
you shouldn't break it reading.
Unless you are on the wrong baud rate.
Unless you're on the wrong baud rate and you do what I did and make my 40 grand Jaguar lose its gearbox. Which made me shit myself, I think is the generic term for it.
I was like connecting stuff to my con as well. And
I saw that. And,
showed that it had like the what was it again? Stuurbekrachtiging, wheel support, or was like in a failure, but yeah, it came back.
So if you now look back on the stream, you should see all three of the buses back online.
Let's go back.
And I now need to send you
new code.
New. Actually, teammate. No, wrong one. Yeah, that one.
No, not lost a gearbox, right? It's like it need to retrain itself, right?
Yeah, I lost the gearbox and managed to get it back by disconnecting the battery for about 10 minutes, I think
Yeah.
it was. Plugged it all back in, got in it, started it, all the lights had gone off. Next morning I went to drive it and had forgotten how to change gear. It took 3.5 weeks to work out how to change gear again.
Yeah. But you did not need to buy a new gearbox.
No, I didn't need to buy a new gearbox and I didn't need to get it to the garage, but
Yeah.
it was one of those things where it was just like, ooh, bit of a twitchy bum moment, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Ian has
shit,
sent
I've
you a
broken.
new code problem, or is in the process. I'm going to do the same thing as well. Back in a minute.
Yep. I just had to reboot that Raspberry Pi because it lost the plot and killed the CAN bus, or killed all the CAN buses on it.
Ooh.
And even after rebooting it and turning the car off and back on again, it was still sending vague messages out of the memory in the bloody CAN transceiver.
Ooh. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Got it.
yeah. Are you in?
Not yet. I need to send
Okay.
myself the message.
You're probably doing what I'm doing, sending it across between 3 different machines.
Yep. That is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I need to take this one.
I have a couple of little USB devices, not USB, CAN devices I built myself that are not much bigger. I'll wait until your dad comes back, but
Yep. Okay, then.
you've just connected to the same one again on the other side. Have I given you the wrong number?
Okay, me.
Are you connected to 207 or 208?
I'm connected to 207 on both.
Okay, close one of them down, or just close your window, don't exit, because exit will actually kill the session.
Okay, so close the window.
Yeah. I did send you. Hang on. Which one did I send you? Did the one I send you start with lowercase j, uppercase J?
Yep.
Yeah, that should get you on 208.
Are you using it on the same?
Wait, let me check. If I'm going here. Wait.
I need to scroll down.
Yeah, no, I copied it from my chat with my dad, but I need to copy it from the chat with myself. I'm 208. Yeah. Clear. Okay. It should be clear now. Well, now it is anyway.
Are
Okay,
you in?
I'm in.
Hacker voice.
So, just do a CAN dump, SL CAN 0, and then hit enter. Okay, yep, that's cool.
Working.
That's working again. We'll be slightly more cautious this time with CANgen. Don't do it quite so often.
Yeah.
Make it every 20 or something.
Okay. So we have.
So you need the bus first.
SLCAN 0, then we have the ID that is 094, then we have the
Data,
length that's
yeah.
8, then we have the data that's random, and then we have the time between, so the interval that's 20, and then
Minus VV.
yeah, minus VV.
And minus N with a number if you want to.
Yeah, we'll do like
10,000.
10,000 should be more than plenty. Yeah, there should be like 500 seconds or so.
Yeah, there's like 2 different buses on this Raspberry Pi connected crazy. That's like CAN 0 and SL CAN 0. So
Yeah.
instead of having to use like 3 Raspberry Pis, we're using 2.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah. as you can see on like the stream right now, you've got 3 things there. So like Pi 208 has Gen 0, SL Gen 0, and Pi 207 has only Gen 0. So that's the way to treat it.
Originally, it was a Pi 3 and a Pi 1 for the 207 one. However, when I set it up for DEF CON, the Pi 1 wasn't quite quick enough to keep up with the number of sessions, so I had to swap it for a Pi 3.
Yeah.
So that's why there's now two Pi 3s. So if you're feeling brave, hit enter and see what happens.
Okay.
Watch the video.
Is that a horn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
It's the buzzer. Yeah.
Yeah. Disco mode.
Oh, this is epic. Yeah.
Nice.
If the horn was there, you would actually be setting off the horn as well.
Yeah.
I don't have the horn plugged in.
What am I
That is
hearing
what-
then?
That's the washer bottle.
Oh.
It's for doing the
Does it-
front or rear washer.
So
This
this
explains
is,
why there will be so much vodka.
so is this like all bits that are being set for the different
Correct.
lights?
Different
Oh.
bits mean different lights.
Oh, and now I want to know like a single one.
Well, we
Yeah.
can try.
You can try and find it. I can make it easier for you by just cycling through some of them. Let me just turn the lights back off again.
Yeah.
Don't send it again, because at DEF CON someone did it and it scared the shit out of me, because they actually got the one that did the flashing the lights is fine, but
Sprayed
doing
like a whiskey in your face.
so see these 2 little can devices here.
Yeah.
One of these goes on the cluster can, if I can get it in front of my camera,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Oh,
powered
sorry.
off the CAN bus.
Let me show you full screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hate doing this because it's backwards.
Yeah.
But this is my tiny can, which is a AT Tiny 1614, and this one is set up for disco mode.
Yeah.
This one is set up for disco dash. Problem is, when it comes to a car, the car doesn't have these 2 buses actually available, because what I've done is actually broken out these other 2 buses to an extra 2 different ODB2 ports.
Yeah.
So if I go and plug in disco mode, you should get exactly the same thing as what you just had by you fuzzing 094,
Oh, cool.
by me fuzzing 09.
Yeah,
So this
let's
could be
switch it.
used as a surreptitious
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing.
Like an annoyatron.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this could just be a malicious implant.
Yeah.
You,
that you
Yes,
remotely
it could.
trigger.
I previously configured one, so you should be able to see disco mode going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I've actually disabled the flashing of the main beams because I did it once and I actually fused the relay completely shut on itself because I was switching it so fast,
Yeah.
which was like, oops, that's not a good idea.
No.
But yeah, things can be. I've got one of these that's actually configured. When it hits a certain speed,
Yeah.
it then makes the dashboard go nuts.
Yeah.
But when you stop again, it turns it off. So you'd never find it unless you're out on a road test.
I see a movie with what was it? Sandra Bullock in a bus driving through America, speeding up.
Yeah, so if you, I can't read that.
Yeah, if you planted one in a car with a remote access over 3G, you could really do bad stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You
But-
could indeed.
But what
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is like you could actually make such an implant where it would only catch the OB6 ones, check if the speed is actually above 50, and then just either set up the brakes or the airbags. So you can make a malicious implant that would just kill someone and make it look like an accident.
Let's
Yikes.
not do that.
No, we're not gonna do that. I'm just thinking that hypothetically it would be possible. That's a yikes.
Hypothetically, the little implants that insurance companies put in could be used to do something similar,
Yeah.
because they may not be the most secure things in the world.
No, there were some.
I've
DEF
not
CON
tested
talks
any of
about
them, but
Yet.
yeah, so they have 3G modems or cellular modems in them.
Yeah. the
So you
Qualcomms.
you could actually send stuff back the other way if you manage to crack the insurance company's network.
Yeah.
Which, and the other thing is,
It actually
OBD
saves you
the-
£10.
yeah, but it could also kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the risk I'm willing to take.
The other thing is the OBD2 port never shuts off.
Yeah.
So even if your car is switched off, that dongle is still active.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like on constant power.
Yike.
So you can also do. Do you want to try and work out what messages do which bits of the lights?
Let's try one.
Okay.
So if you make them all zeros and just add one,
Let's see.
Look at what's there first before you make them all zeros. And how I suggest you do it is walk the bits.
Yeah.
So in the first byte, do 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 0, 2, 0. But look at what's coming out first before you start sending anything, because you may break stuff if you.
What do you mean? Like what's coming out?
So if you do can dump SL can 0
with a
and then pipe grep 94.
094, yeah. Yep.
So if you start with that, and then walk your way through the bits.
Yeah. So what you need to do is set this one to binary. So I would make like a small Python thing for it.
Not really needed, because every character there is a nibble, and just having the bits on would be 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 2, 4, 8.
That's true. But like if you already send it in a binary, then it would be easier to ignite it.
That's true.
But like, you could do it. Like there's now a 2, and we see something on the screen. So what would happen if you make that into a 1?
Wasn't there a command for this, like reset?
Yeah, reset.
Okay. So now I can actually. Okay, no, not quite.
So what you could do is like do the can dump.
Yeah, I can like echo can gen. Can gen was the command, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
SL can gen SL can 0 with the ID of 094 with the length of 8 bytes with the data of. What was it like in? If we make a bash file out of it, would it be?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and then for both and
make G20.
G20.
Yeah, 20, and then like and like 10 or something.
10 won't be enough.
10,000.
Well,
or
I won't go to 10,000. Do 100.
Yeah, I was about to say 10,000 is a little too much.
Yeah.
Okay, into S. Well,
doit.sh.
chmod plus x s. Then I can say /s. So then that would be. Let's see. So what did we have?
And
for
you
the
need
scan
your original value. So if you do a Control C.
So then I can do /s 20 00 12 00 00 00 40 00.
Yeah.
And then it should
the same.
Yeah. So
then nothing should happen.
If I do this, then wrong fixed data definition. 00 00 00 00.
Do you have the ID as well?
I think so. BIS. Oh, no, can
Oh yeah, of course. You the $1 is being removed because you're echoing it.
Yeah,
otherwise you need like a single quote.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
So now I can do this.
Works. Okay, nothing happens as expected.
Okay.
And now you can change that to like.
So if I turn on the very last bit of this.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Okay.
Alright. Well, then I turn on the second last bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this 63 more times.
Okay.
4.
Remember, you've got a 3 to 4 second delay before it comes up on the screen.
Yeah. Let me closely watch it while you.
Okay. I'll execute it. Wait a few seconds. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've safely concluded the last byte is nothing. Next.
Yeah.
It's 1.
No.
Or, well, not the last byte, the last nibble.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lagging a bit again. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yep.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so this is what we started with. So now we do 1 0. We just have that one. So 2 0. 1
No.
2 3. Okay. 4 0.
No,
4
it's too
0.
full.
Okay.
I would expect it to be at the start instead of at the end.
Yeah, but then like now we can safely conclude that the last entire byte is nothing.
So you go up until 8?
Yeah, 1 2 4 8.
You don't
No.
actually have to. You don't have to actually do every combination of every number for the 64 bits. If you just walk through the bits
Yeah, that's what
by
I'm doing.
going 1 2. Yeah, I'm just explaining.
Oh,
So
sorry.
in theory, if you wanted to find out what every combination did, you could go 1 2 3 4 and count
Yeah.
up to 2 to the power of 64.
Yeah.
You'd be there in a long time because 2 to the power of 32 is 4.2 billion.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how big 2 to the power of 64 is.
And now you
if
only
anyone want to think
need
about it.
64 times.
Yes. Oh, the other one you can also try is send all Fs, because sometimes that makes funky things happen.
I was about to say, won't that make funky things happen? But you know, if you're saying it, you're the boss. 1 2 3 4
All
5,
Fs
6,
now?
7 8. Like this?
Yeah, but then you won't be able to determine what is what.
You won't be able to tell which one's which, but it might do something funky.
Yeah, okay.
You know, for the funky. 1
Yeah,
2
it's going weird.
3. Yeah.
Did you see it all go a bit funny?
Yeah.
And the lights are still stuck on.
Yeah.
So
Let me turn the lights back off. And
Sure.
you can go back to your walking the bits because...
okay. So we know that this 8 does nothing. What happens if I turn this 4 into an 8?
Nope.
Okay. Into a 2 then.
The message you're actually faking is the message that is generated by the switch stalks on the steering wheel.
Cool.
If you want to find it out, and when you're trying to build your own car in the box, what you do is you get your switch stalk, power it up, and connect the can, and then press all the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will find every different combination of this button does this button does that,
Yeah.
this other button does something else.
I
These
saw,
combinations of buttons do things.
yeah. I saw someone creating a repository of CAN commands for different cars at the start of CAN being popular.
Yep.
But by running a Kickstarter, make a movie where you collect all the data and send us the movie with the capture of the CAN bus to determine for Volkswagen, Peugeot.
There's some websites out there that have already got people that have put up information on what CAN messages they've found to do what certain things.
Yeah.
But it's not always consistent across different models,
Okay.
because some cars are not actually made by the manufacturer they say they're made by.
Yeah.
Some of them are just rebadged other vehicles. They may have the electronics of the other manufacturer. Example is the Citroen C1 Peugeot 208
Yeah.
is the same as the Toyota Aygo.
Okay.
So all the electronics inside is a Toyota. So if you try and do any of these messages that are related to a Peugeot,
Yeah.
none of them work. But yeah,
But would you be able to like do some commands to like have a reference of determining which model it might be, like obtain the VIN number and match that to repositories?
only certain parts have the VIN number encoded in them.
Okay.
Normally it's the body control module,
Yeah.
the head unit, and potentially the engine ECU. Most of the other components don't have the VIN number actually etched into it. I might be wrong on some of the newer vehicles, but on the ones I've seen and played with, that is what I have observed.
But I know for sure that I've underestimated the task of setting up a box myself. It's like way more comes to mind than just collecting a couple of devices and some bundles of wires.
Slightly more involved. The company I work for has just this week taken delivery of a vehicle for me to do some testing on.
Cool.
I can't go into any more detail on that, but
No.
it should be fun. We had disco mode working on it the other day.
Cool.
By just fuzzing messages for a certain ID to make the lights flash.
But I imagine that some things are just protocol, so that's not something that you could improve.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Some CAN's inherently insecure because it has to be reliable.
Yeah.
When you want your brakes to work, you want the brakes to work.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait for some handshake of some encryption algorithm to go, oh shit, I think that encryption algorithm's correct, and you're careering off the side of a road.
Yeah.
So
it's one bit wrong. Yeah.
Have you found any yet or not?
No, not
No, I
yet.
don't think so. That's weird. I'm like at the first 3 bytes now.
Okay. Should have started from the other side.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You can also put I in instead of R.
And what does that do?
Incremental.
Yes, and that will count from 1 all the way
Oh,
up to...
then you would immediately see where the ranges would be.
The problem is it counts from the left-hand side, not from the right-hand side.
Oh,
So if you find something interesting, it takes absolutely ages.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the last 2 bytes now, so.
You should get something soon.
Yeah. Sure hope so.
No.
We're doing somewhere on my desktop.
But this sure is fun.
Yeah.
This would like be fun for days or months or years.
094, that is correct.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I just wanted to make sure that I'm not
Which
sending
bus are you doing?
As all can.
as I can.
Yeah, it should be correct.
Okay, so then this should be a 1. Because at this point, there are not enough bits left to just be.
Everything.
Yeah. So
Try.
either I'm doing something wrong. Because, no,
the car's stopped responding or something's happening, because if you look on the stream from me,
yeah.
there's no messages coming up on SLCAN. So
Oh.
Damn it.
Yeah. Ed is currently saying it's a bit silent on the bus.
Yeah.
what do you think?
At
Let
least
me
on
just-
as all can. You broke the car again. Sorry.
It happens.
Fine. Oh, dumbass.
I think I might go to sleep in like either 15 minutes or 3/4 of an hour, because my test week for my university is next week,
I know.
and I haven't started.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then it's if it's just a box, then it's not too bad. But if you break a real car, you're in a little bit more. Well, of course you don't want to break the box either, but there you can just reboot.
But like this is giving so many insights.
Yeah, this is really cool. And this is
No,
like,
I think I'm going to have to reboot that box again.
okay, cool.
Because let me
Don't
just
send any Fs anymore.
Yeah.
But this is also illustrating to not do this with your car.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
especially
break
not
it.
while you're driving.
Not with your own car. that
Definitely,
takes someone else's.
definitely not while you're driving.
Yeah. Hey, I think I found something.
Yeah.
I think.
Or if you are doing it, not on the public road.
I was about to say, like, I think you wouldn't like it, and I think the person behind you and everything behind them wouldn't like it either. Yeah.
Crazy question. I bought a new microphone. Is the audio better now than it was before?
Not telling the difference.
No.
Or is that asking the audience?
Yeah,
Yeah, audio.
both.
Whoa.
I'm using my company headset because it's better than using the one I've got.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
there.
my company headset is like a few years old and it has like some issues with Bluetooth. So if I move more than 2 meters away, then
It stops and doesn't start again.
Yeah, it has issues.
It's better? Oh, sick. Alright, awesome. Yeah. We got a little bit of like feedback so we can hear what we're saying. And
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
and it's
really
so
epic.
much better.
Yeah.
So the bus is back working. Start on the left. I've got to send you another
Yeah.
Yeah.
set of credentials. Start on the left-hand side this time.
Yeah. Well, might just write a Python script for it, but
there is a Python. You
Library?
can do can from Python.
yeah, I actually did. I've actually done that before. We were at a
I think
conference.
even on your box,
Yeah, might
it
be.
was during Hardware I/O
Um,
in Den Haag.
I was meant to go to that this year, but it got
Yeah.
canned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went. I think the year before last year or last year.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and there was like somebody with a box like yours, not exactly yours, but like yours.
Yep.
And it had like 3 different, either it was 3 ports or 3 different cars in the box, and somebody was, I don't know who it was anymore, but he was working on it in Python, so he couldn't quite get it to work. So I said if you switch those 2 lines around, it might work a little bit better, and then we just started working on it together. And it's like, it's a real cool system, and it's like surprising to me that in my favorite language, Python, you can just like get a car to do all kind of cool stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Same with me in Bash.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, you can execute Python commands from Bash. Oh, well, you can actually also execute Bash commands from Python.
Yeah.
Or I meant to say it the other way around, but yeah, they're both true. So.
You're going to go down a very, very strange vortex there and just get confused.
Yeah.
You'll be executing Bash from Python to execute Python. Oh shit, what?
I mean,
Pythonception.
I've recently seen a video about somebody who wrote self-modifying code in like 64 different languages, and then it would be the first code again, and ugh. Don't get me started. Okay, nope, that's the wrong one. Still the old one. So it should be this one.
You're not watching the screen.
Sorry. What's the story?
He's the mascot of the car hacking village in the UK.
Okay.
So he's got his little
Logo.
car hacking T-shirt.
Nice.
He's also wearing his 2020 World Tour
Yeah, I
T-shirt.
saw it. Cancelled, virtual.
That one doesn't say cancelled on it because there's not enough space, but the one I'm wearing at the moment actually does have all the list of everything that I was meant to go to this year.
Yeah, there's quite a list actually.
I think there's 20 something.
Yeah.
Can you see the back of it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Now it's
Yeah,
not nice, but
yeah.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I made the same thing last year, but this year I was meant to do a tour of Europe.
Yeah.
So the lockdown started the week before I was meant to go to Dublin,
Oh,
Yeah.
and Manchester for DTX Manchester and Dublin was the same weekend. So that got cancelled. I was then meant to be going to B-sides Stuttgart, B-sides Brussels. Should have been going to Hardware at some point. Did you just send something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you see it go nuts?
Yeah. Actually, we see the.
the right indicator.
You're flashing. No.
Or-
Try again.
Well, you saw the blue thing going just now, but
Yeah, it's the blue one that's going.
Yeah.
well, that's sick. So that's this one. This was at first it was a 2, so let's see what that does.
The big lights.
Well, it's still sending that, I think, so that doesn't change anything. Let's change this to a 4. We've got a few seconds of delay, so
That has changed.
Yeah.
That did change something.
that's the left indicator, I think, and the top one. What?
So you're switching the city lights, or and now the light of the dashboard, the instrument cluster goes on. Is that related?
Yes, because your side lights and the dashboard lights are on the same one.
Okay.
So when you turn your side lights on, the dashboard lights will
Yeah.
come either
Nice.
on or off, depending
Yeah.
which way around it is.
Okay. So let's see
So
what this does.
one turns
So
it on.
that
and
there, that turned on dipped beam
Yeah.
and main beam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no, dip beam and side lights that turned on.
Okay, so the first byte is quite adventurous. So I'm gonna keep it where it started. It started at 2-0, so I'm gonna change that to.
But you only go up to 8.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 4 bits in that nibble.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 8.
Yeah. Clear.
Wait, I didn't see what that did.
I don't think that did anything. Try again.
Well, give it a second. So, I think it might be something with my Wi-Fi on my laptop, honestly.
Let me
Yeah,
just
I
check
saw
it hasn't-
the pineapple go off. We create the pineapple detector, and there's no de-authenticating devices here, but still it goes off. So either someone.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, that would be quite an antenna, right?
I've got some big antennas.
Yeah, I got some big antennas too. No, I won't be able to reach you.
Then you haven't got big enough antennas.
No, you need more power.
No, where I used to live at my parents' house, it was quite close to the station nearby.
Yeah.
And with the omnidirectional antenna, I could actually get my own Wi-Fi on the station about 100 meters away.
Yeah.
I think I killed it again. Middle
Can
bus.
you see anything on the middle bus?
No.
No,
gone.
you've done it again.
How did that? Okay.
Let me-
Maybe 100 messages are the same thing. I don't know. Maybe more delay between them?
Let me just check.
Yeah, what Joseph was saying is you could run a ping on the background on your DOS machine, like
Oh yeah. Good call.
to see if you have anyone stop.
So ping. What is it? My.
Crazy saying, Joseph, are you sending the odds to the Netherlands? And Joseph is answering, yes.
Perhaps.
There's probably one M5 stack dormant de-authenticating the IR.
Oh, dude, I'm doing ping 8.8.8.8 minus n9999. Ha, I'm DDoSing Google.
Via Snow.
Apart from the fact there's probably a VIP somewhere,
Yeah.
and it never actually gets to Google.
Yeah, true. I don't even know who owns 8.8.8.8.
Google,
Oh, well,
Google.
cool. I guessed right.
just like 8.8.4.4.
4.4. What about 4.4.4.4?
Don't know.
Okay, do you know who owns Net19?
No?
Ford.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I have no clue what that 19 is, but
19.0.0.0.
/8.
They-
Yeah.
They own the entire /8, but they only use it internally.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
They do
seen
not
that
use
before.
it to get out onto the internet at all.
Yeah.
So
Everyone has its own public IP, but not on the outside, but using on the inside.
wait, so does that mean that like 1/256 of the internet is owned by like one company and they just only use it internally?
Correct. I used to work for a hospital that used to have 3 different sites that were 15/8, 16/8, and 17/8. Okay. And when we wanted to try and get to anything on the internet, to any of the networks, we had to put a /32 route saying
Yeah.
go out the firewall.
Yeah.
So you could do a gratuitous ARP to it. And 15/8, I think, is Compaq, 16/8 is HP, and 17/8 is Apple.
Yeah. Joseph saying Apple owns /8 as well. I've seen it the other way, where companies were using, I think,
Quite a lot of companies use 1.1.1.1 as their anchor point for their wireless LAN controller, because Cisco's documentation shows you how to do it this way. Problem is now is that 1.1.1.1 is now
China
owned by
Telecom?
Cloudflare
Okay. Yeah.
for their DNS.
DNS. Yeah.
I've got that one back. Can sniff.
Yeah.
SL can 0 minus C. So you should be able to try it again.
Okay. Maybe add some more delay
Yeah.
and do less.
Add some more delay, but do less.
Okay, I'm gonna need a new thing then. New session.
Do you?
Oh wait.
No, it's still there.
Oh. Huh? Oh, so you only restored the CAN bus, but
The
not the actual
service.
site.
I stopped the SL CAN.
Yeah.
It's now running on TTY1, not TTY0. But yeah.
But can I still exit it from SL CAN 0, or do I have to use SL CAN 1 now?
IP.
No, it's SL CAN 0.
Okay, cool. So if I edit S, so you say more delay, less packages.
Yeah.
I think it's not doing it, but I'm still getting pings. So, weird.
Something different.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
20 milliseconds should be okay. 100 should be okay. I'd leave it at that. If it goes wrong again, I'll just shut the bloody thing down and restart it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I was here. Okay, so then let me restart from this. So this is do 1. Dot, 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 dot.
Let me just turn the lights off to make it a level.
Can you go? Can you show the command? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I saw the right blink go. Let's see again.
No, I just switched the lights off.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant in your room. I was like, what?
No, I mean the lights on the car.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I don't think that necessarily did anything. What about dot 2? That's 22.
Beam flash.
I don't see anything. Okay, 24. Okay, then if I go here, there's still data on the middle bus. Okay, good.
Yeah.
28.
That did something. That just put
Yeah.
some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I like how there's like 15, 16, 17 people just all cheering like, oh, the light went on! The light went on!
It's simple things, please, simple minds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
As we say in Dutch, een kinderhand is snel gevuld.
Yeah, didn't do anything.
So there's
I can
one.
hear a relay tripping. It may not do anything on the screen.
But it did something.
Yes, I heard that one do something.
Okay, so we know that does something. Then this probably does something as well, but we'll see.
At some point, you should find the washer bottle
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
for
here
the
it.
front and the rear.
Well, there's only 64 bits, so.
The middle one is still active, so it should do something.
Yeah.
And you're flicking a relay, doing something, which... Oh, I know what that is. That's windscreen wipers.
Oh, nice. So
You can hear the relays tripping and turning on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So XX8 XXXXX is doing that. That's nice.
So see the middle bit going mental? Do that again.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
Nice.
That middle display is actually a completely separate ECU to the rest of the display. That cluster has 2 ECUs in it. One is the LCD in the middle,
Yeah.
which would normally, if you had sat nav, show your arrows and things saying next left turn, next
Yeah.
right turn, etc. This one doesn't have sat nav, so it won't show that, but it will show other things like miles per gallon, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why does it showing all the stuff instead of just one function?
Can I make a guess?
Because you can give it that message you just sent cycles through those options.
Yeah. That's what I
Ah,
thought.
okay.
So if I send this again, it should go through all the options a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Give it a few seconds to.
that's it.
So if you only send one, then it would like do the next one.
Oh, well, we can try. I mean, I'm not sure.
Right.
Because now we're sending 100 and it only cycles like 10 times. So it might not get it, but we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
That just changed.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay, so now if I do this. That's really cool.
This is really cool.
Now do it again. That is just one button
Yeah. Yeah.
that you're
Push
basically
button.
simulating.
Yeah.
It's the end of the wiper stalks. See, it says zone
Yeah.
not mapped. That's
Yeah.
because it hasn't got the sat nav attached.
Nice.
Try
Okay,
again.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And you're back round to the speedo.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So that is this bit. So counting from the left side, it would be the 4, 8.
Oh, actually, we're not showing your screen, so let me switch to yours as well. So that's this one. So you would actually see what commands you are
Yeah.
sending.
So like if you see here, you've got a byte 20, and then you have a byte 01. That 01 part, that's like what we're sending. So like, if you would map this out into bits, so these two would be like 8 bits, and then this would be another 8 bits. So this will be the 16th bit in the entire string, is the bit for, hey, we press the button, switch to a different mode.
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, cool.
Okay, change that to a 2.
So this,
Remember, you're only sending it once at the moment, so you might want to go back and change it to.
so this is a 2. Oh yeah, indeed. So it's only once we want to get that to 100 again.
Shift A.
Shift A?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Shift A does end of line, yeah.
So 100. Okay, so now we have. So we're working at this bit. So now if I send it with a 2.
Oh, let's switch to the other one. Switch for you.
I didn't see anything change and I didn't hear anything change.
Okay.
I just. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Something happened, I just heard a relay trip. Which means that could be the rear windscreen wiper.
Oh, cool. And this one? Doesn't seem to do anything.
No, not on the
No.
instrument cluster.
Okay.
So-
now,
I have this app on my phone. What's the name of it? Oh, it's on my other phone.
way to flex, man.
Hold on.
Oh, it's on my other phone.
That should be left-hand indicator.
Yeah.
Okay, next one up
Where is my phone?
may or may not be.
Wait, let me try that. So this one should be the left-hand indicator.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we can see that. So then this will be a 9. I'm doing a 9 because I want to keep the 1 going. So this could be the right-hand one.
Which it is.
Yep, there it is on our stream. So then this goes back.
Now, if you do 9 and if you do both them together, you'll get your hazard.
So real big brain math. That is 1 plus 8 plus 4, that's 13. 13 is A, B, C. So that's this. And we should get both
That
of them.
didn't work.
Oh, then I cannot count. One.
The bus is still active.
This should at least turn on the right one. Oh, you switched to a different view.
Oh, sorry.
We're now looking at our
Twitch.
clock.
Okay.
Okay. And if I do put just 8, that would put on the right one.
Yeah.
So that does work. Okay, now if I
Yeah.
put this back to C,
What was left-hand indicator?
I think left hand was 4.
So 4 and 8 is.
B.
We'll try B.
Yeah, okay, true. I was doing C because this one had the one bit turned
Okay.
on first. No, I don't need
It
this the right one.
can't have been 4 and 8.
Um,
4 and 8 is 12.
Yeah, but
A, B, C. Should be C.
yeah, that was what I was trying then.
Capital C.
Oh, that could be
No.
So someone in
That's
the
strange.
chat called Mr. Chestnut is asking how old the car is since it has a lot of miles, but I think it has a lot of miles since
We say
It
that,
has a
don't
lot. It has a lot of miles for a reason. When I first got the car in a box, it had something like 45,000 miles on it.
yeah.
The screen actually shows 234,633 miles. The reason it shows that high is because I was fuzzing the cluster and walking the bits, and I walked the bits a bit too far.
Yeah.
I think I actually sent it to make it 1.2 million miles, but the one doesn't show because it only shows 6 characters. So again, don't fuck with the real car. You'll break it.
Yeah.
Warranty void. Yeah.
No,
Is it shown
there is a thing there. If you're going to make it jump a number,
Yeah.
make it jump a really large number, and then you can say to the garage when you take it in, it went from 10,000 miles to 100,000 miles overnight.
Yeah.
There must be a problem
Yeah.
because there's no way I could have driven 90,000 miles in 8 hours.
Yeah.
So they may then fix it for you if you plead a bit dumb.
Yeah.
If they find your kit still plugged into the OBD2, they might just slap you around the head and just go, you're having a laugh. But if that's a company car or a hire car or something that's on hire purchase,
Yeah.
and you have to pay 10p a mile for every mile over you are,
Yeah.
over your 10,000 miles a year,
Yeah.
you've just cost yourself a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why that D2's not working,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it should.
8 does left-hand indicator
Yeah. Well,
and 4 does right-hand indicator.
what if I change to F? Just put on every bit, see what that does.
Let me just check.
Hmm.
Try that again.
Again, okay. Oh, that's the D again, but whatever. Should also work. I'm not really doing anything. And if I do just 8,
Okay. That's right. That's right-hand indicator.
maybe it's because it cannot accept that there is a right and left hand indicator on. No, wait.
It will do, because if you've got your hazard lights on, it does them both.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's really weird.
Actually, the hazard lights is a different switch.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that one. But
Okay.
keep going and see what else you can find.
Okay, so this one was a 1 before, and then the one after that we'll change that to a 4. Now I'll change it from a 2 to a 4. See what that is.
Didn't see anything there.
Okay. And we're back to just changing bits. Doesn't do anything.
I think the bus is still working. Yes, it is.
With the 2 beforehand.
There is another message on another bus that you can play with that can have some fun.
Alright.
So we know that 94 on the steering CAN bus
Yeah.
affects the switches that would potentially be the steering switches.
Yep.
Okay, if we go to the cluster CAN bus, which
Yep.
is on the other device,
On the other device. Alright.
207.
No, yeah, that's this one.
Yep.
Uh,
And then do a can sniffer, can 0. Now, I won't make you have to wade through all the stuff. I will give you a little hint. Cancel that for a second.
Yeah.
Do a can dump, can 0, pipe grep 128. Okay. That message does the instrument cluster lights.
oh.
So if you really want to have disco dash, not disco mode, this only affects the lights on the cluster. It doesn't affect the outside of the vehicle.
And would it be okay to fuzz this with the R? Like
Yes.
Random? Okay.
Yes.
So-
That is not the odometer.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you which one the odometer is.
Yeah,
because
no.
It's high enough as it is.
Look, Mom, no. Okay, so we have scangen, can 0 with the I of 1 to 8, with a length of 8, with a data of random, with a every 20 milliseconds, and a count of, let's just do 100.
Minus VV as well.
Minus AV, yeah. Good like that?
Yep.
You might want to switch to the...
Yeah. Twitch view.
Okay.
See it going mental?
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
now we do.
Oh,
Nice.
wow, yeah.
Nice. And then it just
Disco
stops.
dash.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you walk your way through those bits, you can work out which little one of those numbers does what.
Yeah.
Yeah. But... You guys want to do that, or you think we have done enough walking? That's up to you.
It's up to you. You can leave it flashing. I don't care.
What you could do is like make a
Change the R to an I. Watch.
incremental.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite fast. So if you
The interesting bit of information. All the lights on that dashboard. The only one I cannot make disappear by sending a message is the one on the right that says stop.
I think it's the car telling you something.
Yeah, I think there's actually a physical connection that needs to go
Try
back
for help.
to the cluster. But if we do this, take the N off. See, it's just counting through that first byte.
Yeah.
And now it's got onto the second byte, but it's still counting through the first byte. But you will see more and more of those lights flashing as you go across.
Yeah.
So it's like multiple bits, having one bit for everything, and
Basically, every one of those lights is a bit
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
So the left and right hand indicators are probably flashing the most, so they're probably the first couple of bits.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what you could do is like create a piece of Python that will trigger this command using the hex value of the bits that are being sent, and run that for like the time that it is sent now in the file itself. So
Yeah.
create a for
Okay. I wanna try that. So I'm gonna echo this this command again. So we'll have echo this, and how do I escape the thing again? Just like this.
yeah, I'll do a single quote. Yeah, this will work as well.
Okay. Into my
Dash.
command.s. Okay, now vi my command.s. Yep. Should we just say like maybe do it like 3 or 4 times? I'll put a delay in my Python script anyway. So.
Okay, you want to put -n at the end. -n at the end.
So like this.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't really need that many packages. Okay, so now chmod mod plus x. My command. Now if I do /my command. Like I don't know, FF 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should send 10 things, and
Yeah.
things should flash for a little bit, and then not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
Okay.
Okay. So now if I go write a byte script called iterate.py, and
Let me switch to the other.
Yeah. So first I want a little script that can let's see how am I gonna do this. I can make it a dirty and clunky way, or I can do it a neat little way. We'll see.
Bit shift
What
it.
you could do,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
bit
was about to
shift.
say we can
Yeah.
just do bit shifting then.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's just for I in range 0 to 64.
63.
Yeah. Well, no, that's 64 because it's
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah, that's like Python. Python stops before the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So I say print 1 shifted to the left by I, and then we can see it work here. Python 3 iterate.py, and yeah, that's what we want. But now if we
Do you want
do-
it printed as hex?
Yeah, first I want to print it as bin to see if it's actually working. I mean, I know it is, but just to like show it. Yeah, so this is what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so then we turn this into hex.
Can you make it a certain number of characters long?
Yeah.
So yeah, now that's what we want. So now we can say this, and we can instead of saying hex this, we can say format string of
Percent.
8x
16x.
oh yeah, 16 because it's 8 bytes of 2
Yeah.
nibbles each. Okay, and then
16x because you need to like have the
Oh, yeah.
prefix zeros.
but how? Does
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Okay, so then. Yeah, okay. That's correct because I need to. Oh. And then like this. That should. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Okay. So now I need to import what's called system, and then here we do what's called system.run.
Yeah.
/ my command.sh plus
It was .s, wasn't it? .sh.
Dot .s, yeah, not .sh. Yeah.
was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
typo.
Then I've made a typo. We'll say temp string is equal to this whole thing. Because then if we want to print it for debug purposes, wait, give me a sec. Set no CP.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's lagging a bit again. Give me a sec. Always fun to do live coding on a stream.
Yeah.
There's no way this can go wrong. 3 hours of debugging later. Give it a sec.
Yeah, works.
there we go. So now we do plus temp string.
Print a temp string maybe.
Yeah, and then print it as well.
Import time.
Yeah. That's a
sorry.
really important part.
Yeah.
Let's say 64 seconds is like a minute, but let's do like time dot sleep.
10.
Yeah, 10 seconds. That's good.
Okay.
So now, if we do this command,
Yeah.
it is gonna. Let me see if it's actually the. Oh yeah, my command.s.
Yeah.
That's actually the file extension for assembly. I've been writing so much assembly that I forgot that it's sh instead of s. Okay, so now if you switch back to
I'm
that view,
switching back to.
now we should see every 10 seconds it's gonna print the next number in line, hopefully, and it should just show different things lighting up. So let's see if it works. End of file.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
I
double quote at the end.
there shouldn't be a quote here. Excusez-moi, live coding, you know how I go. No module named system? Is it? OS.system maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't usually use this.
Crazy says sys.
I think
I
I'm not
was-
sure. Sys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
this works.
Worked.
Okay.
3. Okay. I think 10
Yeah,
seconds.
service.
I think 10 seconds has a lot.
Yeah,
like,
it works. So,
yeah, it works, but we have like. And
That
we're here
flashed
for,
something. The service light came off,
Yeah.
and the
what's that on the right? The
airbag 2.
Airbag 2, yeah.
That one doesn't do anything. Next 4.
Yeah, service and airbag, both.
Yep.
Same again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like starting at the rightmost bit, and we're just walking through the
So you could like speed this up by
Yeah.
decreasing the time.
because this is like gonna take like 10 minutes, and the first minute's gonna be exciting. The rest
Yeah.
isn't.
2.5 or something.
Yeah, could do. So that is 2.5.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yeah, service and
Yeah.
airbag,
Okay.
both.
Yep, same again.
If you're doing the service thing a bunch of times,
Yeah.
but that might just be
Okay.
like the entirety of the last byte.
I would suggest to stop this and do a reverse. Start on at the beginning.
Oh yeah, sure.
So,
So what we're gonna do
64 minus.
is no.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Reverse.
So like now we're doing 0, and now we're gonna do like 1, 0.
Okay.
Can we show it on the screen as well for people? So this one, what you did, can you just
Yeah,
type?
sure. So what I'm doing, it's only 5 lines ago, so I'll just go through it. So we have I ranging from 0 to 64. Then we lift left shift 1 by I, so that will become like 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, etc. Then we print that in hexadecimal and left pad it by 16, so it's 16 characters, 16
In
nibbles in
total.
total,
Yep.
8 bytes, that's the length of our message. Then we print it and we reverse it for the reason we just stated. We want to start at like 1, 0, 0, 0 instead of 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Then we call os.system on my command, which is the command we just set up to send a message to the CAN bus, and then that string appended to it. And then we sleep for 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Go on.
He
Run
said,
it.
Okay. So while it's running, I'm gonna address the command real quick. So crazy A99 says if you send a lot of zeros with only 1 bit on, you expect stuff to turn off. Well, most of the stuff here is like
Some of the messages turn off
yeah,
by
it's
a
like,
0 rather
like
than
on-
turn
on
on
by
by a
default.
0.
yeah.
So that's why service is flashing all the time. So
Yeah.
the front fog just flashed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Airbag 2.
No, that's because they
Oh,
have
it's
to
on
be
the
set
back,
to turn
yeah.
them off,
Yeah.
as opposed to set to turn them on.
Yeah.
It's a lot of system in Eric too.
Yeah. That's Ian just
Oh yeah,
explained.
yeah. I see. My bad. Yeah, that was like a default one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will come on unless you send it a message to turn them off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because you're sending zeros in every other bit space.
Yeah. Cool. I've got a CO exam with stuff exactly like this, so this is actually practicing for school.
Okay. Once this one's finished,
Yep.
do exactly the same on the message 0B6
Okay.
and watch what happens. I've done it myself, so it shouldn't break anything.
Shouldn't.
Famous last words. But you will see it walk the odometer.
Ah, nice.
No, 0F6, not 0B6. 0B6 is a bloody speedo. Ignore me. I'm being...
I think most of the things are on at start.
Yeah, so I think everything past this.
Yeah.
So what? We don't have to change our iterate.py actually, so we can just say my command.s.
2 seconds.
I'm gonna wait till he's back. It's his car after all. After this fuzzing, I'm gonna leave to get some Z's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Change that number to OF6 rather than 128.
OF6. Like that. Or
Mhm.
capital F maybe that matters. Okay. Let's see. Got a little bit of delay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's one byte
Wow.
that sends a reset.
Yeah.
Just cancel that for a second. You may have to.
Oh, because we are sending it 100 times, it's now going to restart 100 times, or... oh no, never mind.
Hang on. Does help you if you do capital F.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember which one's which. Can you OR it with the last 4 bytes of that in your Python?
What do you mean?
So when you, instead of sending out 124816,
Yep.
can you send 124816 ORed with the last 4 bytes shown on the screen there?
Or XOR.
Like the last 4 bytes or the last 8 nibbles?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So each of the bytes ORed or XORed?
ORed. So
ORed.
Okay.
Well, I mean, then... Okay, yeah, cool. So, let's see, so it's vi iterate with apply. What I then might as well do is just say we're going to iterate through 16 and then just append those bytes in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to change your 16 to an 8.
Oh shit. Undo. Okay.
Yeah.
Set no FTP.
You need to add
yeah.
the format as well.
16 to an 8. And then we append.
Let's switch to the mic scope.
Okay. And then I actually need to properly remember what they are. Yo, can you like... Oh, actually I'll write that down myself on my saved messages. I've got it open anyways. E0E FF10. Okay. Iterate apply. So, no. Because then the reversing it would mess everything up, so I'm gonna take away the reversing it. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because we're only doing like 32 bytes now anyway, so 32 bits. 0E FF.
FF10. Yeah.
Okay, everything seems like it will work. Okay, so now it's only gonna change the first 4 bytes of this
Yep.
command. Yep. It's hanging a bit again. Give it a sec.
I don't understand the OR part.
So basically,
There's because you're sending one of them as a 0. The
Yeah.
0 causes the cluster to reset,
Yeah.
and I think the 0, the one to reset, is in the second half of the message as opposed to the first half of the message.
Clear.
So
Yeah.
that's why we're ORing it
Yeah.
with,
yeah,
Clear.
we're basically only fuzzing the first half.
Yeah.
but we're leaving the other half the same
Yeah.
as what it
Yeah.
currently is.
Exactly. So now
Yeah.
it's
No,
like
and that didn't work. It's still
Okay.
doing the same thing.
now we do the first half instead of the second half. Maybe do
Hey, you could try that way around.
yeah, sure. Then we first need to.
Have the original one.
So the original path is 8 9
8 9 4 9 3 9
9B.
9B.
Okay, sick. So then we do exactly the same thing, but instead of adding it to the end, we just add it to the front. So here we say 8 9
9 4 9
3 9 9B
9. Yep.
and a capital B. I don't know if it changes anything, but I'm gonna be consistent.
Yeah. That's always good.
Okay.
So switch back to the
switch back to
Twitch,
the next view.
Yeah.
I don't think it's restarting. That's a good start.
No, but watch the rev counter. Watch the odometer.
Yeah. 2,
Yeah.
3, 2.
It's like we're setting it to 2, like, or at least it's subtracted by 1.
Okay. Leave the first 2 bytes the same and change it back to, oh bloody hell, 48 bytes.
Okay. I mean 48-bit?
48 bits, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So 0 to 48.
So the first 2 bytes, so that's this one.
Yeah.
Okay, then we need to change this to 48. And then we need to change this to 12.
Yep.
1 insert 2.
Yeah, now it's
88.
128.
No.
0, 12.
Oh yeah, excuse me. So 0, 12. Yep, seems correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Try that one.
It's gonna start out the same way because
No. See the 0.
Yeah,
oh. Yeah.
Can you switch the second half before you add it to the 2 bits at the beginning?
Yeah, theoretically, yeah, sure. So that means I only have to swap this part around. So then I take this part swapped. What is it? Shift A?
Yeah.
And then insert
Escape. XX. Do the no CP.
Yeah.
Add it to the VI
So-
NFC.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. So that only changed the last part. That should work. So now it should actually start at a really high number and then go down.
See, 130,000, 260,000,
Yeah.
520,000.
Well, it's probably doing a only doing like a modulo or
No.
something.
It's coming. The numbers getting very, very strange because it's, if I remember rightly, it's stored as little endian. So if you watch 204 something, 15,
Yeah.
Yeah.
31,
18 or something.
I
Yeah.
don't see that one. 127, 0. It's just going to 1, 3.
You just bought a new car.
Just has something that
Pro-
keeps firing the 0 and it just doesn't go up. Like, yeah, it's brand new, man. Just look.
The problem is the odometer is saved in 2 locations. The
Oh.
cluster and the body control module, and the one with the highest number wins,
Yeah.
which is why the car in the box thinks it's now got 1.2 million miles on it,
Yeah.
because I plugged it back in and the body control module went, oh look, you've got a higher number than me, I'll set mine to your high number,
Yeah.
and
Ouch.
it just goes so
Cool.
have we had fun, gents?
Yeah,
Yes.
we absolutely have had fun, and I'm asking the people in the stream as well. Did you have a lot of fun? We at least had.
Yeah.
Joseph had fun.
Flooding a car in Python.
Yeah, still 14 people in the chat. So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You can do native can from Python,
Yeah, I've done
but
that
I
before.
can't
It's,
remember how to do it.
Yeah, I remember it at least a bit.
But it's been 3 hours, gents.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
thank your wife/girlfriend very much for borrowing you for
My front room, yeah.
yeah, and for the noise and the heat and the electricity. Yeah.
That's fine. It doesn't actually take that much electricity. It's only got a 200 watt power supply.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
My PC
cool.
takes more.
I
Yeah.
think 200 watt power supply,
Yeah.
maybe
Nice.
300 watt power supply.
But I definitely want to build something myself as well, because this tastes like wanting to do more on this and being able to.
I'm actually currently trying to get working the reversing sensors as well,
Cool.
because I've bought myself a reversing ECU for it. And the problem is I can't work out how to program the thing
Yeah.
to actually accept it.
Yeah.
I bought a camera And that works when you put it in reverse.
Yeah.
The head unit shows the camera pointing backwards
Yeah.
and shows what's behind you. But at the moment, I'm still having problems with the reversing sensors.
Yeah.
But yes,
Another rabbit hole.
I'll solve it sooner or later. But the thing is, it's not one of the things that you just leave out in the house because it just takes
Yeah.
up half the bloody front room.
Yeah.
So
I've like
once
towers
we're
with
done
stuff here
tonight,
as well.
I'll be
Yeah.
putting it away, and it all folds up into
The boxes.
itself, basically.
Yeah.
If you've seen my presentation,
Yeah.
the pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a bit of a shame this year because I've not been able to take it to many conferences in person. However, because it's been used remotely, more people have actually got access to it
Absolutely.
because they've got their laptop with them.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in an in-person con,
Yeah.
people don't normally bring their laptop, so they won't normally bring something that will allow them to play with the car.
Yeah. Only,
Whereas
like
I've
that.
just had it there for a couple of days for DEF CON, and about 50 odd people was playing on it in some way, shape or form, trying to work out what the VIN number was, what message was this, what message was that. Yes. So I'm going to say good night, people.
Yeah.
Little Bigger in You is saying good night as well. Look.
Thank you very, very, very much. It was like such a joy to do.
If you ever want to have a play with it again, or you want any more assistance with building your own one, just give me a shout.
I will definitely do. Yeah.
It's a pain in the arse to do some of the things, but hopefully some of my pitfalls will help others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think discovering those pitfalls itself will make you gain more knowledge in like a steep learning curve.
Yeah.
The thing you've got to remember when you're stripping the car is the first thing that was in the car is the last thing that was out.
Yeah.
And that's normally the wiring loom.
Yeah.
And that's the bit you want all of,
Yeah.
because that's the bit that's got all the plugs that join it all together.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to, just cut all the plugs off and make your own wiring loom,
Yeah.
but you may miss something.
Are they
they're
all
made-
color coded?
They are and they're not. It depends on what car you use, is whether you
Okay.
can get the wiring diagram.
Yeah. No, I mean, like if you cut the entire wiring, are you able to solder and heat shrink it back together, like green on green and red on red, and or do we need to label them all?
I would personally label them.
Yeah.
I will tell you a story. Many years ago, my brother had a diesel Escort, and he blew the engine up, and because a cam belt snapped, and he changed it to a petrol Escort. So we cut the wiring loom underneath the back seat, and all we did was match colour to colour. However, there was 2 black cables. Right, one of the black cables was the reverse, the other black cable was the rear windscreen wiper. Always great fun at a set of traffic lights. Turn the rear windscreen wiper on, reversing lights come up, and they think you're going to nudge them.
Yeah.
However, you go flying off in the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only wire that I actually got wrong when I rewired it.
So somebody in the chat is saying that a few years ago, or at least in the past, Citroën had all yellow wires. So that sounds like fun.
I can understand that, because Citroën are just a pain in the arse, but Peugeot Citroën are currently in the process of merging with Fiat Chrysler. They recently merged with General Motors Europe, so they are going to be bloody huge imminently. Yeah, that should be an interesting few years ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that we might get some interesting American cars in the UK, and they might get some shit French cars abroad.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Ian. Thanks,
No
everybody
worries.
in the stream.
Yeah.
So, good night, all,
Yeah. And have a good one.
and bye bye.